now watching the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame's 2025 Rhode Island High School All-Star Hockey Showcase. Sponsored by University Orthopedics and Regan Heating and Air Conditioning. And now from Schneider Arena at Providence College, here is NBC 10's Frank Carpano.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the annual Hall of Fame High School All-Star Hockey Showcase. Frank Carpano along with Digit Murphy for the first of two All-Star games featuring Rhode Island High School All-Stars, a girls game and a boys game. We start with a girls game today and some pretty talented players out there today, Digit.
I can't wait to watch these guys play. I mean, Rhode Island hockey has gotten better and better. The talent's getting better and better. And, you know, it's awesome that Rhode Island offers opportunity for these girls. They keep changing the co-ops around and making sure that they have opportunity. That's what it's all about.
A lot of different schools that have combined together to form a team. Only 7 teams in Rhode Island girls high school hockey, but they represent many, many schools. And you've been watching Rhode Island high school hockey for many times in your many different roles, and you've seen the level of playing improve over the years, haven't you?
I have, and you know what I see is more and more girls getting opportunity for Division III colleges as well as clubs. It's pretty awesome.
All right. Well, as we mentioned, we have the first of 2 games. Following the girls game, we have the boys game. When we come back from Providence College's Schneider Arena. And welcome back to PC Schneider Arena. Frank Carpano along with Digit Murphy as we're here for the second annual Hall of Fame High School All-Star Hockey Showcase, produced by the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame, bringing together the best players in Rhode Island high school hockey to play in these all-star games. We begin with a girls game, followed later by a boys game. And of course, the ice here at PC Schneider Arena, which has been host to so many great college hockey games, and a thrill for these kids to be out here today. Our referees for today's girls all-star showcase game: Mike Schmidt, Jim Kelly, Sean Wilson. Great to have them out here today, and great to have you watching. We've got a nice crowd of family and friends on hand to see this special opportunity for these students. Just a reminder that you can see this streaming of these games forevermore. It's going to be up there on the WJAR NBC 10 YouTube page, and perhaps you're watching on the NBC 10 app or turnto10.com. Coming up in a couple of weeks, we'll let you know when it will appear actually over the air on NBC 10. So two teams, Team Musso, Team Samini. So the team that is defending the goal to our right, screen right, would be Team Musso. They're in the dark jerseys, coached by Carrie Nadeau. And then the team defending the goal to our left is Team Samini. They're in the white jerseys, and that team is coached by Courtney Lacey, head coach of the Northern Rhode Island Yeti. And we are ready to get underway here at Schneider Arena. Drop of the puck, and controlled by...
No surprise we had Sammy Hahn right on that puck. She's
you like
the best.
her, yeah.
Ah, she's all-time leading scorer for the South County team.
All right, back comes Team Samini. Loose puck in the zone, round the boards, and cleared out to center ice. Victoria Steele trying to knock it in, but goes back into the Team Samini zone.
Victoria Steele, one of Courtney Lacey's favorite players. She thinks she's one of the top players in Rhode Island. Looking at several colleges, actually, D3 getting recruited. So we alluded to that earlier in the broadcast, how more coaches are looking at Rhode Island kids, and that's the play.
Well, that is one of the opportunities that is offered here today, for them to watch this stream and to try and find players for their college teams. So these kids want to put on their best performance here today and hopefully draw some interest from colleges.
It's funny, we saw Erica Silva Adams is one of the coaches, honorary coaches, and she's the Brown goalie coach now. So she's getting a little extra time to watch the kids. You got to like that, right? Doing double duty.
Absolutely, working with their goaltenders. Of course, she a fantastic goaltender, and intercepted here in the middle, and quick shot that's deflected away. Still in the Team Samini zone, and almost intercepted, but that's going to bounce down to the other end. Chased down, and back comes Team Musso.
Yeah, Ava Zappa made a good play out there to poke check it. She's on her way here to PC to play field hockey. I don't know if you knew that, Frank. Field hockey.
Another goalie, right?
Yes. Apparently her sister also is here, so it's all in the family. It's all in the pads.
Well, must be quite the transition from hockey goalie to field hockey goalie.
I can't even imagine being a goalie. Tell you this, the kids get better and better every year. It's really a pleasure to see, and you have to look at programs in Rhode Island that continue to grow. You got Vicky Mo Sessions, Sting, her and Sarah are here. I would like to see a little more of the house league style, hockey that we used to have back in the day to give more kids opportunity, but hopefully that'll come soon.
What is the difference?
Much more of an elite level, much more, cost, way higher cost to play elite club hockey, more ice, more travel. And the house league, Frank, is just, local hockey where you learn to play. And it doesn't have to be as expensive, because we don't want to price the good athletes out of the market and have them go play basketball. We want them playing hockey.
Sure. Is there enough opportunity for kids to get on the ice? Is there enough ice time out there to satisfy what you're trying to do? That's
one of the barriers that has always been, not only to women but to hockey. It's ice time is scarce, and as you become a business, it's harder and harder to get kids to play. But there is ice out there. Trust me. I was talking to Mr. Belial right here. Yeah, that's going to do the men's program and next, the men's game. And we were talking about how do we get that back. So stay tuned, Rhode Islanders.
Well, when I was growing up, if we wanted ice time, if it wasn't on a pond, it was at 5:30 in the morning. So
that's always the case with hockey. That's why we're so gritty.
Little scoring opportunity here, trying to set something up as Team Samini. Shot around the boards, collected up by Team Musso. Knocking it down, Mia Moffitt. Back down deep into the Team Samini zone. Cross ice pass, gathered in. Maddie Bradley, shot, knocked away. It's Ava Porter in the Team Musso net. And that knocked into the bench, and we've got a whistle and a bit of a break here. So glad you're along with us. 2 games and then the boys game. So how do these girls who are here today representing the different teams, how were they selected? Is it based on the coaches or some other way?
Yeah, I talked to Courtney and Kerry, the 2 head coaches, Kerry Nadeau and Courtney Lacey, and the way that they did it was every coach submitted their names, and it was a collaborative effort to make sure that the best girls from every team were actually selected, because sometimes it gets political, and I really have to applaud the coaches in Rhode Island for making it for a kid that should be here. Whether it's you need 7 on one team. I mean, if they're the best players, they deserve the opportunity. It's not just 5 from each team, no matter what. So that's how they selected them, and it looks like they picked the best ones.
Also, Litters throws a shot on net. That is blocked away by Ava Zappo. Circling round on the backhand, another shot, and that is covered up when we have a whistle. Well, you're looking up and down the roster for both teams, and in the past we've had a lot of seniors, heavily senior dominated, but we've got a couple of sophomores and a couple of freshmen on these teams.
And that's because, again, the coaches are putting the best players out on the ice so they have the best product, and that's how compete works. It's not the participation generation here, Frank. We want to get the good kids out there so we can put on a show for the college coaches, for the fans, for Rhode Island, to make sure that parents get to see their kids at their best.
Quick shot down the other end. Julia LaForge with a shot, gloved, and another whistle.
Yeah, Kerry Nadeau really loves Ava Porter. She's the goalie for Team Musso. She went to Moses Brown. Fun fact about her is she has pythons. She has snakes.
Really?
Cerbis and Parsippany are the names. How about that? How about that?
That is interesting.
Hey, I get the tidbits out of these guys, Frank. They tell me everything.
Will that go on the college application, you think?
I think that's a skill to be a snake charmer.
Snake charmer, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to not just be afraid of snakes to me should be on the college application.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Nobody in my house that way.
No way.
Well, it's great to see some freshmen because that's the future of high school hockey, is a break in here and a shot that goes wide by Samantha Hahn.
Here we
then
go.
Another shot. Great save in front. Another save.
Wow. That's Ava Zappo.
Team Musso putting the pressure on in front. Puck knocked down and skated away.
Yeah, Ava Zappo, she's a big, strong player. She's Coach McCarthy's fave. Great. Oh, no, sorry. Coach, she's at LaSalle. So Sean McNamara's fave.
Back around. Gathered up there. Allison Mandeville. Bailey Kent trying to clear it. And then still blocked along the boards. Team Samini keeping it in. Little shot in front. Bouncing puck. And knocked back out of the zone. Out at center ice. It's Taylor Phillips looking for some help. She finds it. Victoria Steele. Back into the Team Musso zone, and now they're back on the attack. Dumping it deep into the zone. They'll change up the lines here.
you talk about the freshmen being a big part of it. One of the challenges that Rhode Island hockey has, as well as some of the smaller states, is that the prep schools come in and they take the high-level talent, and you can't blame the kids for going, but it does really hurt Rhode Island hockey when that happens. So we just have to take the good with the bad, I suppose.
Well, what percentage of kids who are playing for these D1 programs in college come directly out of high school, and how many come from the prep schools? I think it's weighing heavily towards the prep schools now, right? I mean, when you were recruiting for Brown, was it almost exclusively at the high schools?
No, yeah, it was some of it. It depended. A lot of girls played boys hockey back then, so we did get some high school looks. But we did have prep schools. The new buzz around, Frank, are these academies that are cropping up. They're just hockey centric. Like Timmy Lovell's got one up in Massachusetts. There's one called BK Selects, and these are where some of the top kids in the world come to play hockey. And again, high price tag, but you get training like you're at a Division I program.
Well,
so
it's a model that's been followed by other sports, probably most notably tennis.
Yeah. IMG.
Yep.
Down there. So I mean, it's lucrative. People are building rinks for it. I mean, you even look at Mount St. Charles now. They've got their own little academy.
Adopted a different model, no longer in the interscholastic league.
But hey, good for them. If the kids are getting better, great.
Potential breakaway here, but no. Defense gets back, knocks it away. Now the puck into the Team Samini zone. Circling back, Maddie Bradley. Cross ice pass out of the zone. And the breakaway coming in. All alone is Eliza Barker, but in the middle she throws the puck, but nobody there.
Maddie Bradley, she's headed to UNE. And she's going to play for another Rhode Islander named Cassandra Sherman, who actually played back in the day. She's the coach. So it's nice to see a Rhode Island connection.
Little traffic in front of the Team Musso net. Shot on net and the save. Goalies lost their stick.
It's a yard sale.
Skated around. Kenzie McCarthy throws it in front. Dangerous pass. Scoots all the way back inside Team Samini zone, and there's a shot that goes off the glass. Knocked out to center ice. Both teams trying to get something going here. Been some good shots on net. So we hit the 10-minute mark of this first of two periods here.
The thing that people don't understand is when you put these lines together of kids that never played before together, it gets a little rocky, right? They have to start to feel each other out, and if the coaches keep changing them, you kind of eliminate the flow.
Well, and speaking with Courtney Lacey, we'll tell you a little bit about that when we return with more of the Hall of Fame High School All-Star Hockey Showcase at PC Schneider Arena. We'll be right back. And welcome back to PC Schneider Arena. We're in period number 1 of the first game, the girls all-star game in this all-star hockey showcase put on by the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. Frank Carpano along with Digit Murphy, and we have no score. And we've got some Hall of Famers who are here today from the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. One standing next to me, but also behind the bench, Erica Silva Adams for Team Musso, and Vicky Movesian-Lamorello for Team Samini.
I'm looking at the new goalie in there. You got Flora in there, right? They switched the goalies on us.
Well, we got 3 goalies on the roster, so you want to make sure that they all get
changing on the fly.
A little exposure here. Flora Munier from Warwick Hockey taking over in the Team Musso net.
I kind of like that move.
All right, here's the attack going in. First shot on her, and nice save. Can't gather it in. Still loose puck. Now around the boards, looking to clear. Can't do it. Team Samini keeps it in. Victoria Steele in the corner. Knocks it loose, looking in front. And a shot, great save. Munier. Around goes Steele. Back out to the point and couldn't catch up to it. The defenseman on that side, and rolls all the way back into the Team Samini zone.
I tell you, I really love the sense of urgency on Victoria
Bouncing
Steele.
puck in front and covering it up as the, wow. Team Samini
He goes to stop it, and then a little bit of a forecheck by Sammy Hahn almost results in a goal. That's why Sammy's the top scorer. You know, she's in there on the forecheck.
Here's a shot. Nice blocker save there. In front, out to the point, skated in, and finally cleared away by Team Samini.
Talking about Sammy Hahn, she's got 22 goals in 12 games.
Wow.
So those are the kind of plays that she's going to have developed that's going to result in some goals.
Back into the zone. Bailey Kent can't control it. Here we go, Allison Mandeville. Into the zone, still has it. Falls down, knocks it into the corner. Gathered there by Yvette Board. Back out to the point. Shot doesn't make it through. Another shot in front, stopped, and a whistle.
Flora.
So Flora Munier, she's been kept busy here in the first couple minutes that she's been in the net.
Here we go. It's a shot, you know, from the point that gets blocked, and then Flora just hanging tough in front. You know, holding her ground. She's only 5 feet, but she's big in the net right now.
All right, and this one is going to be skated out into the zone, and a little backhand goes wide by Margaret Baldwin.
Yeah, if she had her head up, you had Angela LaRoche coming in, and she would have had a wide open shot, but hey, she got the shot. What are you going to do?
Back into the zone. Baldwin circles around over center ice into the zone, looks, shoots, and a nice save there made by Ava Zappo.
As she made this, here we go. Here she goes again, streaking down the right side, and she just goes through the D like butter, like we would say, and she almost pushes Ava Zappo in the net with the shot. So, hey, good on Margaret Baldwin. She's only a sophomore out of Moses Brown, and fun fact, Frank, she's got a dog named Bruin. How about that?
Appropriate. Puck in front, and that one gathered in by Zappo, the LaSalle goaltender, a senior for the Rams.
Here we go again. Nice draw back to the point and deflected, thank goodness, but they do get a shot on it anyways, but just kind of trickles in. Zappo's like, yeah, I got that. I'm the vacuum cleaner here. No problem.
Loose puck in front and little battle. Finally won by Team Samini, and skating it out. Here comes Victoria Steele, dumps it in. Down along the corner, in front, crossing, shot from the point, knocked down in front. Loose puck, who's got it? Keeping it in the zone is Team Samini. Centering. There's a shot, and oh, just wide. Great shot there by Laura Bastian.
Yeah, Victoria Steele makes that happen by pinching at the blue line. And just found Bastian in front of the net, but just could not put it by our tall in stature goalie, Flora Munier. Hey, Frank, I play this game with them. If they could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? Flora Carey Price.
All right.
That's her idol. Or her grandfather, she said.
Here's Birdie Murphy. Gets it knocked away. Loose puck. And cleared away by Team Musso. Into the zone. Battling there. Mia Moffitt. Loose puck. Looking for someone to pass to in the wrong color jersey. But right there is Maeve Kelly. She can't control it. Along the boards. And waiting for the whistle. Telling them, come on, knock it away, guys.
Let's go. You know, move it, move it, move it.
And finally they get the whistle that they longed for.
Maeve Kelly, man, you know, she's from the big hockey family, Red Kelly. She's on her way to college next year. She's going to Rivier University. She's going to play for first-year head coach Mary Kate Drinkwater.
Where's that?
It's in New Hampshire. And it's a brand new program. And dead or alive, who she would have dinner with, you got to love this one, Hillary Knight. I like that. I like that one. Go Maeve. Go women's hockey.
Team Samini trying to get something going here. No score, first period. In the middle, knocked away behind the Team Musso net. And out they come. Well, Team Samini in the white jerseys have 8 girls from LaSalle, the top team in the state of Rhode Island. And so a lot of them get out there playing together and looking to put a goal together. Now, speaking of goal, their goaltenders there making some big saves, and just saw one go through. So our first goal of the game goes to Margaret Baldwin, sophomore.
There we go, Margaret Baldwin again streaking through the new. Does finish, it goes 5-hole right through Ava Zappo's wickets. Right now, Margaret's been one of the most dominant players in the game, and there she goes. You gotta love it. Powerful, streaking through, finish. That's what you want in your players. Hopefully some coaches are watching.
So score one for SCM, the co-op team, as the Team Samini now comes back and throws a shot on net.
It's not an easy thing to go end to end like that. So Margaret Baldwin is a player to watch in the future. She's only a sophomore.
She's on that co-op team, SCM, Smithfield, Coventry, Moses Brown.
Yeah, no wonder they win the championship several times. I think last year it was SK. No, it was those guys. So they won the championship last
nice
game.
Stop in front. Wow.
Flora.
I don't think Flora saw that shot, but she was right in front of it, dropped in front of her, and her defense cleared it away.
And you know what they say about goalies, it's just be in there, just be in the right spot.
Take up
hit.
space.
Yep.
Back in comes Team Musso.
Yep.
Back on Mia Moffitt. Shots blocked in front. We'll change up here. And with 3:14 to go here in period number 1, and we're going to take a little break with a 1-0 score. Be right back. Welcome back to Schneider Arena as play resumes here in the first period of 2 games. This is the girls All-Star game followed by the boys All-Star game. Team Samini on the attack. Now the puck out at center ice and skated in by Victoria Steele. She's been very aggressive with the puck here today. Bouncing puck gathered in. Now it was Spencer Cameron tried to get a shot off, but away comes Mia Moffat. Moffat takes it into the zone. Down into the corner, looking to center, gets blocked. Trying to get a stick on it. Mackenzie McCarthy. Loose puck into the corner, gathered up by Eva Bouward. Chased down by Samantha Hahn. She looks back out to the point. Quick shot into the net. Very nice shot by number 9, Mackenzie McCarthy. So quickly a 2-0 lead here for Team Musso.
So what makes that play is that if you look at McCarthy, she's in the high slot. No one's covering her, and she just rips it high, goes right through, seeing eye goal, right through everyone. But Sammy Hahn makes it happen, but she knows where her teammate is, right in that high slot, because that's a sweet spot. No one's watching and covering that area, because it's a very unorthodox way to be, and a lot of programs are using that soft spot right in the middle of the ice, and McCarthy makes no mistake, puts it home.
2-0 Team Musso. Now approaching 2 minutes to go in this first of 2 periods. On the attack comes Team Samini. Gets broken up along the boards, kept in, loose puck, and finally knocked away. All right, here comes Team Musso once again. Elsa Ilitis dumps it in behind the nets. Back out on the point. Behind the nets, Maeve Kelly loses the puck, gathers it back, throws it out, and see we have an icing call here.
Yeah, Maeve did a nice spinorama move, but no one to give it to. Almost coughed it up, but that's the kind of disconnect when you're playing with teammates that you don't normally play with. So let's look for Team Samini to Courtney Lacey to give him a big pep talk in the locker room between periods.
Liza Barker gathering some speed up the right-hand side, gets it knocked away. Right down in front of the benches. Players falling on the puck. Back into the Samini zone. A minute to go here in the first periods. Plenty for you coming up in between periods. Kevin Moore from our broadcast team will have several interviews and profiles of Hall of Famers. Hope you'll stick around for that. And then period number 2. Again, the first of 2 games here. We got the boys game that will follow this one here at PC Schneider Arena. Julia LaForge into the zone, drops it back. Centering pass, and
just missed that one.
Spencer Cameron just can't get her stick on it.
Julia LaForge. She's on her way to college. Really excellent student. Also does production for plays.
And we're going to have a penalty called here. Tripping penalty. So with 12 seconds to go, we're going to put a team on the power play. Our first penalty of the afternoon.
Who's there?
Let's see what the official call is. I believe it's tripping, maybe interference.
Liza Barker, yeah. Yep. She's going in.
So Team Musso will have a man advantage here. Tripping was the call.
If anything drives a coach crazy is the last minute and in your offensive zone. 2 strikes. Last minute of the game, 12 seconds, offensive zone penalty. Gotta be better than that. That's what I'd be saying, guys. Let's be better than that. But trying to dig out of a 2-0 hole.
All right, chasing down the puck. Samantha Hahn in front, blocked in front. And the horn sounds. So Team Musso will come out on the power play to start the second period of this two-period All-Star game, and Team Musso with a 2-0 lead after one period of play. So a good period of play here by these teams. And you surprised at all that it is the Team Musso that is leading this game?
I'm not totally surprised because you've got two really good programs in South County and the Moses Brown Smithfield collective playing together, so they've got a lot of top players and they've got a lot of seniors. But Courtney Lacey's really gonna give him a little talking to.
All right, let's head down to ice sides. Kevin Moore standing by. Go ahead, Kevin.
Thanks, Frank. Courtney, you going guns blazing? You just said you're going to the locker room guns blazing after that 2-0 deficit you guys have right now.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be more aggressive, especially coming out of the defensive zone. We're not stepping up. We're kind of just letting them get right into into the offensive zone. We have to be more aggressive in the neutral zone.
How much is that though? Them getting to know each other the first time they're on the line. Some of these girls played last night in different states and everything. They might be a little tired.
Yeah, I'm sure they're nervous. All the girls played. I'm sure most of them played Friday, Saturday. So I'm sure they're nervous. But at the end of the day, it's hockey, and they all know how to play hockey. So just keep doing what they've always done, and that's just be aggressive.
How much fun is this day though? How much for you and the players?
For me, it's awesome. It's awesome to be able to coach aside, these other coaches, but for the girls, it's an opportunity that most high school girls that play hockey have never had this opportunity. So for them, this is pretty cool.
And for you, seeing old friends that you've played against, what is it like with Hall of Famers like Vicky and Erica, Silva Adams on the other end? What's that like?
It's an honor to coach beside her and just have Erica on the other bench. Both incredible players and coaches. So for me, it's an honor for me.
And for your team, you were the coach of 8 different schools. I know we talked about that before, but now that you kind of, not a full season, but you have a lot of games under your belt now, what's it been like this year for the Yeti?
It's not difficult. It's really not. The kids all get along. Most of them knew each other before the season started. So, and again, it's just getting them together and playing hockey. But it's really not that difficult. I think people think it's more difficult, but it's not.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go to your locker room and give a blazing great speech for your team. Hopefully come back in this one. We appreciate the time. As for the team, Coach Lacey is representing Team Samini in particular. Lou Samini, a 2020 Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame inductee that still has his mark on Rhode Island athletics.
Lou Samini. Lou Samini, LaSalle Academy's legendary and beloved coach and teacher, was an outstanding athlete in his own right and was inducted into 6 Halls of Fame during his lifetime. As testimony to his contributions to the game and community, the modest Samini received a presidential citation and National Recreation Award for exemplary service to youth. Lou was born in North Providence in 1920. He attended Providence College on an athletic scholarship to play both sports. In 1951, Lou answered the call of his college alma mater to coach and help organize a new club hockey team at PC, which would become the nucleus of the Friar team that returned to NCAA play after a 26-year absence. His 9-decade affiliation with LaSalle began as a student in 1935, where he played both football and baseball. He joined the LaSalle faculty in 1946, where he taught math, science, and was the line coach for the great Jack Cronin. Despite never having played hockey, Lou knew the game well and soon took the helm as the Rams coach, a position he held until 1978. His 32-year record being 572 wins, 185 losses, and 34 ties, including 5 Rhode Island state championships and 1 New England title. His teams missed the playoffs only once during that span. A true gentleman, Lou never received a bench penalty, and in tribute to his contributions to the game, the championship division of the Rhode Island Interscholastic Hockey League is named in his honor. In addition to his work at LaSalle, Lou also served many years as a football referee and baseball umpire, and was a former president of the Rhode Island Gridiron Club. The LaSalle football stadium bears his name, as does the Aquatic Center in North Providence, where he was the town's longtime recreation director. He was awarded the Grantland Rice National Award for Sportsmanship in 1972 and was recognized by President Eisenhower for his outstanding service to youth, especially in hockey. Most significant to Lou, however, were his many players who went on to star in college and the pros. Among them are some of the most recognizable names in the game who made their own mark carrying his legacy onto the national and international hockey stage as scouts, coaches, and general managers. Lou was also known to mentor and counsel many of his players and students in a number of supportive ways long after their LaSalle days. They can be counted among the many who would also go on to make important contributions to their communities as fathers, businessmen, coaches, and educators. He sadly passed away at age 90 in 2010.
All right, coming right back, we will have an interview with Erica Silva Adams in 30 seconds. Welcome back to Schneider Arena for the 2025 Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame All-Star Showcase. With me is Erica Silva Adams. Erica, you pioneer in women's hockey, women's sports. What does this day mean to you in particular?
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here. It is really special to see that the women have an opportunity to showcase themselves, and I'm excited to see how well they're playing. This was not around when I was playing, so yay for the women. We want to continue to see the game grow, and we want to continue to see them have opportunities to show these young boys and girls in the stands what it's all about.
And two of the loudest cheerleaders for women's sports, you and Digit, are among the broadcast. You know, what would you like to see going forward in girls and women's sports? I know we talked about grassroots. What would you like to see there?
I would like to see more youth programs, put in more funding for women's hockey. We need to make women and give them opportunities to be stronger at the grassroots levels. But that requires funding. That requires for them to have opportunities to play together. And we also need to help the high school programs, because we know Rhode Island high school hockey. So we need everyone's support, men, women, young boys, young girls, but we need people to support us, and we need them to help us to get stronger and better from mites all the way through high school.
That support was on display at the TD Garden this past Women's Bean Pot. Set a record for most fans at a New England women's sports game. You were part of it.
Yeah.
How was that day? And you were a Bean Pot Hall of Famer. So how was that day for you, seeing all that?
It was awesome. I was so excited. I was so happy and grateful to be part of something so amazing and to see it grow in such a large capacity. I want to say thank you to Heather Lindstad, who recruited me at Northeastern, Joe Bertagna, Bob Belmore, who was one of my goalie coaches, Mike Garagosian, all the women that came before me to make it possible, and just for, you know, Ed. And it takes a village. So I'm so grateful that I was able to be honored at the TD Garden in front of more than 13,000 fans to promote women's hockey and continue to grow the game.
All right, Erica, thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the second period. You have a nice cushion. But you're facing Vicky Lamoriello, another women's pioneer who is a 2024 Rhode Island hockey. It's a special day for her. Not only is she being honored as the honorary coach for Team Samini, but she's also getting to coach her daughter tonight.
Vicky Movsession Lamoriello. Vicky Movsession was born in Concord, Massachusetts, and raised in nearby Lexington. She grew up first dreaming of being a baseball player, then a fisherman, and then a champion figure skater. But the lure of hockey took hold. She soon traded in her toe pick, a self-proclaimed runt, smaller than just about everyone she competed with and against. Vicky was nevertheless driven to excel on the ice or on the soccer and softball fields at Arlington Catholic High School. This longtime resident of Lincoln, Rhode Island, entered Providence College in 1990 and completed her undergraduate education in 1994, graduating magna cum laude. It was at PC where she met and later married now New York Islanders assistant general manager and former Providence College Friar, Chris Lamoriello, now parents of 3 beautiful hockey-playing daughters. During her time with the Lady Friars, the talented Blue Liner was selected to 3 All-ECAC teams, missing a good part of her senior year with a broken leg. After graduation, she won a silver medal with Team USA at the 1994 IIHF Women's World Championships in Lake Placid. 3 years later, she again took silver with Team USA behind the Canadian women. That would soon be avenged. Starting in 1994, Vicky began coaching the women at Northeastern and Providence while also working full-time for Prudential Financial in Boston. In 1996, she began training full-time with the U.S. Women's National Hockey Team, twice competing with Team USA at the Pacific Rim Championships and both times winning silver. Now her attentions turn to the debut of women's hockey at the 1998 Winter Olympics in Nagano, Japan. Together with Sarah DaCosta, Camry Granado, 4 other Lady Friars, and 2 former Brown All-Americans, they made history capturing Olympic gold. When her competitive playing days ended, Vicky's goals turned to teaching the game. In her words, to educate, motivate, and inspire young girls to believe in themselves enough to achieve their dreams in hockey and beyond. To that end, in 2003, Vicky founded the Massachusetts Spitfires Girls Hockey Program. In 2012, she collaborated with Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Famer Sarah DaCosta to create the Rhode Island Sting Girls Hockey Club. Together, the programs annually suit up hundreds of young women in the U8 to U19 levels to cultivate their abilities and confidence through competition and training on their way to reaching new levels in their game.
All right, here with Team Uso head coach, Carrie Nadeau. Nadeau, who's this Baldwin girl? She's amazing. A sophomore?
Yeah, she's a sophomore. Margaret's a great athlete. She's also a really good field hockey player. Last year she had some injuries, so she's kind of a hidden weapon for us this year, but she's a great kid. She works really hard, great skater, great shooter. She's definitely one of our top players, and we're excited to see how much she grows in the next couple of years.
I can only imagine. You got a 2-0 lead coming into this period. How good do you feel?
It's good. We want the girls to just have fun today, but we also wanted them to work hard and show their talent out here. So it's good to see them working together. Some of them don't play together all the time, so it's great to see the chemistry they're building.
What's this day like for you and the girls? Is this a day you guys been looking forward to all year?
Oh, definitely. It's really exciting, especially being a Rhode Island girls hockey alumni. We didn't have this back when I played, but it's awesome experience for the girls, and to be able to play and get the college exposure too. It's a really great thing that they've established in the last couple of years.
You sort of tell them on the bench, like, hey, you got a college coach right behind you?
Oh yeah, they know. They're excited.
All right, we got about a minute to the period, so good luck. We'll see you. Hopefully you will pull this one out, right?
Thank you so much.
All right, Frank and Digit, we'll send it back up to you for the start of the second period.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. As Kevin mentioned, a 2-0 lead heading into the second and final period of this one. And Team Musso with a couple of goals in that period. Let's take a look at those goals. The first one, Margaret Baldwin coming in to score.
Yeah,
nice little backhand.
That's a goal scorer's move there, Frank. Right through the 5-hole.
Unfortunately, defense couldn't catch up with her here. Just skates on past, puts it on the backhand and slides it through. And then the other goal that was scored, Mackenzie McCarthy from the South County Storm, scoring goal number 2 of this period for Team Musso.
Yeah, Sammy Hahn makes that move out of the corner and just finds McCarthy up at the top of the high slot. McCarthy makes no mistake and buries it. Zappo, I think, was screened in front. Everyone was looking at McCarthy, and she got it. You know, McCarthy's Tom McCarthy's daughter, so you know you got the dad-daughter combo so on the bench, so it's pretty cool. And his other daughter also plays for the South County Storm.
Well, Team Musso not only has a 2-0 lead, but also will have a power play to start this period as Eliza Barker is serving a tripping penalty that happened in the final seconds of period number 1. 1:48 to go on the power play for Team Musso.
Looks like you got a new goalie, and you got Emily Raimondi between the pipes now for Team Samini.
Plays for the Northern Rhode Island team. Now, all of these co-op teams, it was 7 teams in Rhode Island high school hockey, but they represent 27 high schools.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
You know, like we said at the beginning, though, good kudos for Rhode Island Interscholastic League for giving the girls the opportunity, figuring out a way to put them together in a meaningful way, getting ice and letting the kids play, because that's really what it's all about. Because sports, as you know, Frank, teaches life lessons and skills of resilience and confidence building, and they're really important for girls. So shout out to Rhode Island Interscholastic League.
Now, the Northern Rhode Island team is the newest of the group, and they're called the Yeti. So a little trivia question for you. You know what a Yeti is?
Isn't it? No, I do.
Well, go ahead, tell me.
Isn't it like one of those big honking, like abominable snowman type things?
I thought I was going to get you. So I actually looked it up. It says a large hairy creature resembling a human or a bear, said to live in the highest part of the Himalayas.
There we go.
A fictional character, an abdominal snowman.
See? Come on.
Digit.
You can't put one behind me.
I know. It's, you know, all those years at the Ivy League school.
You thought I just got in the back door. I did wanted to say something about Margaret Baldwin. She won the game winner last year. She had the game winner in the championship game, so no stranger to scoring goals.
All right, on the power play again, girls in the dark jerseys trying to score one here with a man advantage. Out to the point, shot on through, goes wide. Still battling. Minute 15 to puck. Still in the Team Samini zone. Skated out. Samantha Hahn along the boards. Loose puck picked up by Mackenzie McCarthy. McCarthy stops. Wants to throw it out in front. Only she's bothered by Victoria Steele. Now on the point in the slots. And knocked away. Some good defense here by Team Samini as they clear the puck. 45 seconds to go in the power play. On into the zone, gets picked.
Team Samini almost got caught. They only had 3
loose
guys
puck in the
there.
zone, breaking in, shot, great save. That was Angela LaRoche with a big shot.
I'll tell you, Emily Raimondi comes in and just makes a critical save at that point. They go up 3-0, and Team Samini is going to be hurting. So good on her.
LaRoche with that shot. She is one of the freshmen in the lineup.
It's interesting how many strong players Team Musso has, and how Carrie Nadeau is going for the jugular here. She wants to get that 3rd goal.
Well, and looking at the standings of Rhode Island hockey, the white team, Team Samini, has girls on teams that are leading that league. LaSalle, East Bay. There's a shot on net, save. Gathered in as we're back at even strength now. And loose puck. That one was knocked down by Camille Ursillo, bounced into the goaltender and covered up.
I'll tell you, little Flora is awesome, and it looks like she's coming out right now. There she is. Like, she's standing tall. I mean, that's a hard shot to see, and she just, I'm impressed with Flora, her resilience, and as a goalie that size, it's really difficult, and she's doing a great job. But now we do have a replacement. Looks like we have, do we have Maddie Amatuna in there?
Amatuna.
Yeah.
She's from the South County Storm, a junior. As the puck now back into the Team Samini zone, and icing is called.
Yeah, so Maddie played boys hockey before they had the co-op. She played at Prout. And
part of that team that's comprised of Smithfield, Coventry, and Moses Brown. Off the face-off here, Team Samini with a shot and the stop. Into the Samini zone. Now looking to break out. Along the boards. Stopped at the Team Musso blue line. Retreating a little bit. Now over to Falls. Falls knocks it out to center ice.
Yeah, almost played by Addison Whittet. As you know, Dad's the coach at Brown, Brendan Whittet. Sister Cassie Whittet played for me, her aunt. So hockey royalty there, Addison
Maddie
Whittet.
Bradley trying to break through. Broken up though. Pass in front, knocked away. Again, another pass in front. I believe the goalie got her stick on that one right in the crease. It rolls through. Julian Dixon trying to find some room, and that puck ends up back out at center ice.
Impressed with the Team Musso defensive zone. They're smothering. That's why Samini's having such a hard time scoring.
Back out. Here comes Margaret Bonneau. Drops it back for Eliza Barker. Puck finally cleared out to center ice. And here comes Mia Moffat. Mia Moffat with two white jerseys on her gets broken up, goes into the corner, and the puck taken away by Team Samini.
Yeah. Courtney must have said something because they're all over Team Musso right now.
Back
Samini.
behind the net. Little wraparound doesn't work. Knocked away and out to center ice. Julia LaForge grabs the puck behind the net. Rolls up. Now almost taken away, but knocked away and back into the Team Musso zone.
Team Samini playing much better defense this period. Doesn't look like the ice is tilted like it was last period there, Frank.
All right, here comes Team Musso into the zone, but knocked away. A good job by Victoria Steele there. And we have another icing call. 14:40 to go here in the second periods, and it's Team Musso with a 2-0 lead. More of the All-Star Hockey Showcase after this. And welcome back to Providence College's Schneider Arena as we are in the first of two games. The girls All-Star Game, best high school players in the state of Rhode Island, be followed by the boys All-Star Game. 2-0 is our score. Team Musso, the girls in the dark jersey, led by head coach Carrie Nato. They are leading this game. But plenty of time left for Team Samini, the girls in the white, to try and get something going here. In the Samini zone, it is not clear after the face-off, and giving chase is Lauren Bastian. Bastian on her backhand stops. Wants to knock it back to the... He's going to carry it through, and a nice stop. Another shot. Bridie Murphy, and a goal. And that goal scored by number 38 for Team Samini, Lauren Bastian.
But the person that makes the play here is number 5, Bridie Murphy, and she does all she can to get that puck to the net. Makes it easy for Lauren.
Member of the Warwick Hockey Club.
Was that Bridie Murphy or Maddie Bradley? I don't know.
Who scored the goal?
No, the one that made the play. Thought it was number 5.
It was pretty crowded in front of that net. Hard to tell.
Yeah, Bridie Murphy. We had her. Okay. Frank, you got to keep me honest, you know?
I thought that's why you were here, to keep me honest. All right. Loose puck. In front. Oh, great save as Mia Moffitt just tried to slip it past the Team Samini goaltender. That puck was like in slow motion, made its way towards the net. Another shot blocked in front by Clara Butcher. And long pass, and we're going to have another icing call here.
They're like, get it out of the zone. They say a 2-goal lead is the hardest to hold in hockey, which is why Carrie pushed for that 3rd goal.
Right. Because now 2-1, you got a new game.
That's right. Samini's right back into it. There's Carrie Nato thinking we needed that 3rd goal and that power play. We would have put him to bed. Now Samini's back in it.
Well, we're playing with the best high school girls in the state of Rhode Island, so you got to expect that there's going to be a comeback here, and they're pretty even. And almost breaking through on a breakaway with Sydney Olson. All right, back comes Team Musso. Shot wide of the net. In front, goes to the far corner, chased down, and finally knocked out. But controlled there by Team Musso, back into the zone and to center ice. Here comes Team Samini. It's Maddie Bradley. Bradley skating in, wants to move to the net, but she has skated off that play.
And
Baldwin down the left side, switches to her forehand and gets off a shot.
she really loves coming down that left side. She gets ahead of steam up. There's no one stopping her. She's got great size.
Little shot and a stop. That one, Peyton Abrams with the shots on the goaltender for Team Samini.
Here we go. Stopped out at the point, and number 10 just cranks it over, but Emily Ramundi just, she's like, that's like popcorn, man. Catching that thing like popcorn. Can of corn, can of corn. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Only us. I promise.
Right. Back out to the point. Shot blocked in front. And that one pops into the bench, so we'll have another face-off.
Something I'm noticing with Team Samini is they took to heart what Coach Lacey said in the locker room, which is to stay up in the neutral zone. You're not seeing as many rushes as you did before.
Girls hockey relatively new in the state of Rhode Island as compared to boys hockey that's been around forever.
That's when we started that. The Brown kids are petitioning the school committee, Frank. You probably didn't know that.
So that was when you were coaching at Brown?
It was. We had Tara Mounsey, Allie Brewer, all helping lead the charge. for girls hockey. North Smithfield.
Now in its 22nd year, and now coming back. Here's skating in all alone on the breakaway, and a couple of shots on the goaltender. Initially it was Eliza Barker skating in, but couldn't get it past
Maddie. I mean, take a look at this. She's just streaking. Amatuma is up for the challenge. I mean, that's just being a wall. I mean, I thought Eliza Barker was just going to crank it right by her, and Amatuna stood tall. And we still get a 2-1 game. Really easy to make that one 2-2, but denied.
Back out to the point, dumped in, and a shot that's wide. Back behind the net. Now controlled by Team Musso and stolen away. Finally, Team Musso. It's Samantha Hahn breaking towards center ice, mowing in all alone, and she shoots. And shoots
right through the crease.
Oof. Couldn't put it through. That's about as close as you come without scoring, and she's offside on that play.
I mean, that was speed. That's breakaway speed right through the middle, pushing it forward. She's got it right here. Goal scorer's moves, waits, just had to tuck it and right through the crease. You know, had that defender kept going, it would have hit off her skate and went right in. Sammy Hahn, she's going to score one before the day's out. I can see it. Feel it. Feel that energy, Frank.
Back in the zone. Here we go. Team Musso. Blocker save. And finally stopping that puck. And
how many times are we going to call Margaret Baldwin's name? I mean, here she comes again. Same place, same time, goes right by the D. Nice backhand. Going for that top shelf. Denied, though.
Emily Raimondi in the goal has had her hands full here this afternoon. Doing a great job. In front.
Whoa, almost again.
Great opportunity there by Margaret Baldwin.
Emily Raimondi up for the task.
Baldwin chases it behind the net. Loose puck gathered in. Back out to the point. Shots bouncing, loose puck in front, now to the back of the net. Margaret Baldwin skating, leaving it, and that one blocked into the bench area.
Yeah, you know, Margaret Baldwin, if she could have just held on to it a tad longer and had that forechecker come with her, she would have had a nice opportunity to drop it to that D, and that D could have came down the wall and had a shot. But just the difference of playing with someone all the time, and the little nuances of hockey, just little subtleties that make a big difference when you're on the ice.
Face off still. Teams looking to take control here along the boards. Battle here. Finally kicked away, and it's Team Musso that's got control. Back out to the point. Little shots, and that one wide of the net. Now behind the net again, another scrum, and out with it comes Team Samini. Looking to find some room, and it goes to Maddie Bradley. Bradley down the right side, wants to cut in. Little shot blocked by the blocker of Maddie Amatuna. Back out to the point, skating in, shooting, and a glove save.
Yeah.
Glove save by Maddie Amatuna.
I'm impressed with Maddie Bradley. You know, she's small in stature, another one, but great skills. Rifles it high, and that right catch of Maddie Amatuna, just, again, can of corn, man. You got to take the goalie's eyes away in front if you're going to score on this one.
On the face-off, and it's going to be Team Musso in the dark jerseys coming away with it. Samantha Hahn down front, and goalie tried to get a glove on it, slips all the way to the back line, and now in front.
Wow.
And a great save.
I'll tell you.
Great opportunity there by Mia Moffitt.
You got Moffitt, you got Sammy Hahn, you got McCarthy. They are Emily Raimondi's worst nightmare right now, but Emily's like, hey, I got this. I got this. You know, Emily quit playing hockey when she was 10 years old due to bullying and got back in it by an inspirational coach. So good on that coach and good on Emily for being back in the game. Her hero is Travis Roy.
Bridie Murphy down in the corner, taken away by Samantha Hahn. Now in front, trying to get a shot off, but unfortunately Murphy couldn't get a shot off. She was tangled up with a defender, and the puck kept in. Centering pass. Murphy knocked down. Now it's Phillips. Phillips wrap around in front, knocked away.
That's a great step up in the neutral zone by Phillips. That's exactly what Coach Courtney wanted them to do.
Victoria Steele with the shots and in and out of the glove of the goaltender, Ramundi. As Team Samini changes up here. Puck loose, center ice. Margaret Baldwin, centering pass, couldn't catch up to it. Was Angela LaRoche.
Tell you, Margaret Baldwin, she's all over the ice, back checking, forechecking, scoring. It's fun to watch.
On the attack now, here comes Musso. And cleared away, and that's going to go down for icing.
It's a good thing it was icing. They almost got caught in a too many players on the ice right there. So good on the guy going to the bench to not touch it.
So we mentioned that 22nd year now for Rhode Island girls high school hockey.
Yeah.
Hazard a guess, which team has won the most state titles during that time?
Whoa. It's not the Mount. Smithfield, Coventry?
No, LaSalle.
Oh, LaSalle.
LaSalle.
Yeah,
Seven state titles.
Okay, yeah.
The Mount, no longer a part of the Rhode Island Scholastic League, had won 6 before they left.
And then Smithfield?
No, actually, I think Bayview is the third. They've got a couple, a pair.
Yeah.
But the only standalone team that remains is LaSalle. Everybody else is a co-op.
Yeah, it's nice when you can go to school together and play together, and but you know it's
also good that these kids
girls
get an opportunity if they don't have enough at their school.
Kids from all over Rhode Island, so that's another benefit of the co-op. Now they have friends all over the place. They can meet all new players. It's a lot of fun for them.
Plus, I would imagine that if they come up through a youth program, that they know a lot of these players from the other towns already when they suit up with them in high school.
You're right. But, you know, there's nothing like being in the locker room with the teams, you know, and playing for each other. It's so fun. The other thing that I noticed is a lot of these kids play multiple sports.
Right. Which is good.
Really good.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot anymore, especially with the specialization in sports.
Team Samini trailing by a goal, and they lose it. Back comes Team Musso. This is Amy Moffat, gets it poked away, but follow-up shot there by Samantha Hahn off the back of her teammate's leg, and finally covered up by the Team Samini goalie, Emily Ramundi.
Emily Ramundi on her game, man.
All right, we have 4:46 to go here in the game. 2-1, Team Musso leading it. Back with more after this. I'm going to take a look at the replay of that save just before the commercial break.
And it looks like Sammy Hahn again, but Emily Ramundi leaves that rebound out, and it looks like number 11, Moffat, was all over it, but Ramundi up for the task. Up for the task, Frank.
All right, here we go. Let's see if Team Samini's up for the task to tie this game. Here they are on the attack, 3-on-1, and the puck rolls into the goaltender and covers up there as Team Samini's Anna Lamorello was on the doorstep.
I'll tell you, Anna Lamorello, Vicky's daughter, senior, plays at LaSalle and is a highly accomplished tennis player. Tennis is actually her sport.
All right, back out comes Team Musso. Mia Moffitt can't control it. And here comes Team Samini again. Into the zone. Little backhand to the corner. Chase down. Centering pass in the air. And there's a shot that was knocked away by the goaltender. Back out top. Through a crowd and bounces over the net. Still loose puck near the crease. And the goaltender reaching for it. And they blow the play dead. Wow, that was...
Frank, I think that hit off the crossbar. I think that skimmed the crossbar a couple inches lower, and that's in, and we got a tie game. Goaltender's best friend. The posts. Here we go. Yeah, right off the top. And
good eyes there.
Over the coach's eyes, right? Look at this little one. She's going to be playing soon. She's going to have quite the celebration, that one. All right.
4 minutes to go in the game. Team Samini trailing 2-1, but in the offensive zone now, trying to control the puck, out-muscled for it. Puck to center ice, and now great cross-ice pass. Skating in, and the shots by Maddie Bradley goes wide. Still back out to the point. That one just went outside, so offside is called.
Yeah, Taylor Phillips just could not keep that in to sustain the pressure that Courtney Lacey wants for Team Samini. And Maddie Amatuna really impressed with her ability to find the puck in the crease, make those saves.
Into the zone. Who's going to come out with it? Team Musso able to knock it back. Now in the Team Samini zone. Knocked out. Got to wait for players to come out, and then the puck goes in, courtesy of Peyton Adams. And bouncing out. Now it's Team Samini sending it forward, and this is going to be an icing call. It's interesting to watch one of our honorary coaches, Erica Silva Adams, on the bench. And she's an honorary coach. She's doing it, man. She's there coaching and talking to the kids, trying to instill some confidence in them. It's awesome.
I'll tell you, when you're on the bench and you're a coach, you're a coach. It doesn't matter if you're coaching Mighty Mites or a pro. Here she is right there. Look at her. There's the Hall of Famer. She was just in dot, and maybe someday the Rhode Island Hall of Fame. Let's go. One of the things I'd love to see is Victoria Steele. They got to spring her loose. She's got some good skill. Seems like if they get her going, she could do some damage.
Yeah, we've mentioned her name a lot here today.
Tell you though, not as much as Margaret Bradley and Mia Moffitt. Those two on Team Musso really have dominated, and Sammy Hahn.
Loose puck in front. Team Samini takes it away. Murphy, cross ice pass. And here comes Eliza Barker. She's got two blue jerseys on her. They knock it away. Chasing it down now. Team Samini putting the pressure on. They're down a goal here with just over 2 minutes to play in the game. At some point they're going to pull the goalie, I would think.
Maybe they think they have 3 periods.
I hope not. Oh, there's a shot in front, knocked away by the goaltender. Shot from the point, and that one skips above to the glass. In front, knocked away. Back in front. And Eliza Barker couldn't get through with a shot, and here comes Team Musso. Lindsay Rowe dumps it in, and a line change now for Team Musso. There's another icing call.
Now
That's
they're
not good. Got to pay attention to where you are on the ice.
Calling a timeout, Courtney.
All right, timeout called by the
Courtney
girls
Lacey.
in the white jerseys. Courtney Lacey, the coach of the Northern Rhode Island Yeti team. Today, Team Samini.
It's a tough one. They got a D-zone face-off, so she's got to call something where she can get that goalie out.
So what are you telling them, Coach?
I'm telling them, I'm drawing up a play where we win it, and then my D takes it along, and I sprint my guy on the strong side out, and there's a one pass right there for the breakaway. She's got to get her stick on it, and then you're out of the zone. But you got to win the draw to the D, get to the weak side, and then crank it through the middle to someone cutting in the neutral. But it's all about getting the puck out of this zone, and you got to make sure that your goalie is ready and knows exactly what to do. And then you got to get your top 5 kids out there. Doesn't matter.
Do you want kids from the same team so that they're used to playing with each other? They know where each other is going to be in any crucial situation here in the final minute 13, or do you just put the best players out there?
I put the best players out because I just assessed everyone on my bench for that game, and I know who's hot and who's not. So, you know, right now, you know, she's got a couple of LaSalle players out there, a couple of the Yeti, so she knows who's playing well. They gotta draw something up here, though.
All right, for the Team Musso, who has a 1-goal lead, they want to keep the pressure on, keep the puck in this zone.
Got to win
and
that
they're able to do it. They won the draw.
Yeah.
Back out to the top, behind the net now.
Steal.
Trying to break it out along the boards.
That's
Clears
her player,
the zone.
Steele. Here we go.
Goalie looking, and now out comes the goalie, and into the zone comes Team Samini. Cross ice pass, shot on nets, and that's knocked over the nets by Maddie Amatuna. Still kept in the zone by Team Samini around the boards. Empty net on the other end. Shot in front, and that is knocked away. Almost hit a skate and deflected in.
It's got to stay low. Nope.
Got to keep that puck away from the dark jerseys with an empty net down the other end, and here we go. It's Victoria Steele in front, and the shot knocked away by Eliza Barker. All right, we've got a defenseman without a stick. Barker comes out front. The shot, loose puck in front. A lot of bodies flying here. Now another deflected pass, and there's a shot in front. It's wide of the net. In front again, and then finally covered up by Maddie Amatuna.
Oh, this is exciting stuff. If you look at all the shots that Team Samini has gotten, and Maddie Amatuna just has the answer for Team Musso. Victoria Steele had a couple of shots. Eliza Barker. 5 seconds here.
6 on 5 with 5 seconds to go. 4, 3. Loose puck, and it's not going to happen for Team Samini. So congratulations to Team Musso as they battle off the final minute of attack by Team Samini to win this second annual Hall of Fame High School All-Star Hockey Showcase game for the girls. A great performance by both teams here today.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was exciting. It was a nail biter, but they really sucked me in. I hope they sucked the audience in, and it gets better and better. Thank you to the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame for putting this on, because the girls really deserve a showcase like they did today. It gets better and better every year. More and more people are excited about it. College coaches can watch, so go Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame, and thanks to Channel 10.
Yeah, well, and thank you. It's always great to work with you. We've known each other a long time, and it was seamless here, just getting all the information out and using your perspective to give us some great insight into these young ladies and others who are coming up through the pipeline, those who have gone through the pipeline. It's a great time for girls high school hockey here today. Continue. So thank you, Digit Murphy.
Thanks, Frank. It's always a pleasure just to see these smiling faces.
All right, let's head down to the third member of our on-air crew, Kevin Moore, standing by as we begin our between-game intermission. Kevin?
Thanks, Frank, and thanks, Digit, for the call on this one. Great game with Team Musso winning. The honorary coach for Team Musso, Tim Reagan, the legendary LaSalle netminer, is a 2024 Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame inductee who set records at Boston University that still stand today.
Timothy Tim Regan. Born in 1949, Tim was a three-time All-State goaltender at LaSalle Academy. There, he registered a minuscule 0.92 goals against average and a remarkable 27 shutouts in 54 career games with the Rams, before accepting a scholarship to play at Boston University. Playing for BU, Regan won 2 national championships and set the Terriers' single-season records for goals against and save percentage. In 1972, Tim was named an NCAA All-American, and as a member of Team USA, he was awarded a silver medal at the 1972 Olympic Games in Sapporo, Japan. When Tim began his collegiate career at Boston University, freshmen were not allowed to play on varsity teams. In his freshman year, he continued his stingy netmining. As a sophomore, Tim posted a 2.82 goals against, ranking him second in the ECAC East Division as the Terriers finished for both goals against and save percentage, records that still stand today. In April 1971, Tim was invited to play for the U.S. Olympic hockey team. He respectfully declined in order to maintain his BU scholarship. His education was foremost. In 1972, Team USA played Tim's BU squad in an exhibition game in which Tim stood on his head to seal a 4-4 draw. The following day, Team USA head coach Murray Williamson implored Regan to join the team. This time, he agreed, on the condition that he be guaranteed a trip to Sapporo, Japan, site of the games, and that if he was not playing, he could return to BU should they need him. He played well in 10 exhibition games with the national team and traveled with them to Japan. When Team USA declared the playing roster for the Olympic tournament, Tim was left off. True to his word, he returned to BU when he learned the Terriers goaltender had sustained a year-ending injury. Tim would then lead them to their second consecutive national championship and was named tournament MVP.
The final buzzer and the Boston bench goes out to mob Tim Regan. Regan shut out a Cornell team that had scored in its last 224 games. A great story in Regan. The senior goaltender from Providence, Regan performed brilliantly.
After the Olympics, teammate Robbie Fatorik presented Tim with his silver medal. Tim was drafted by the Buffalo Sabres in the 1970 NHL entry draft. He later played 3 seasons in the Sabres organization, primarily with the Cincinnati Swords and the Hershey Bears of the AHL. In 1993, he was inducted into the Boston University Hall of Fame. And in 2000, he was enshrined into the Massachusetts Hockey Hall of Fame with the 1972 Olympic team.
As for the team that Tim Regan was the honorary coach of, Team Musso, named after William Babe Musso, who was a Bronco through and through, a 2023 Rhode Island Hall of Fame hockey inductee, won 3 different titles in 3 different, won more than 3 titles in 3 different decades, putting him in Bronco lore.
William E. Babe Musso. Babe Musso was born in Harrisville, Rhode Island in 1919. He attended Burrillville High School, where he starred in football and hockey for Tom Eccleston, the legendary Bronco coach. He earned his Babe moniker due to his baseball prowess and graduated from St. Bonaventure University. Babe enlisted in the Army and saw action in Italy and Africa during World War II. He returned home in 1951, married, and then became a beloved teacher and principal of 4 schools in Burrillville, also serving as hockey assistant to Coach Eccleston. When Tom moved on to coach Providence College in 1957, he turned the Bronco reins over to Babe. Babe coached Burrillville High for 18 seasons through 1974 and became a legendary coach in his own right. His Broncos never missed the playoffs. They won 7 state championships, including his first year, and were one of the main contenders for the state crown in virtually every other year, appearing in 11 state finals over his tenure. His teams won the Rhode Island state title in the decades of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. His 1959 Burrillville team defeated Arlington to become the first Rhode Island squad to win the New England Interscholastic Hockey title. They repeated in 1960 and won again in 63, 73, and 74, tying for the most titles ever. Overall, his teams would reach 9 New England finals. Musso's teams were usually big and physical and could outskate just about any opponent. Tactically, it was simple. The Broncos dumped the puck in from center ice and then rushed to retrieve it. Their game plan was built around their edge and conditioning. The secret to their superior legs was outdoor ice. Burrillville had ice earlier and for longer than the rest of the state. This was an almost unfair advantage in an era in which other teams fought for practice time at the Rhode Island Auditorium, one of the state's few indoor rinks. Babe's unique ability to motivate young people to work beyond what they had thought were their capabilities enabled Burrillville to remain among the Rhode Island high school hockey elite for at least a decade beyond when they realistically should have been there. After he retired from the Burrillville school system, Babe spent several years teaching at an Apache Indian reservation in Arizona. This beloved father, teacher, and coach died at the age of 83.
Coming up, we speak to 2 men who really are the reason why this game's going on today. Welcome back to Schneider Arena for the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame Showcase. We're in between the girls and the boys game, but first, let's talk to one of the men who had this thing going today, Greg Boris. Talk me to what goes into this game and how special is this day for the Hockey Hall of Fame?
Well, I think the day is very special for the Hall of Fame. As you may know, Kevin, the Hall of Fame isn't here just to recognize Rhode Island's great contributions to the great sport of hockey, but it's to use hockey as a community builder. It's to recognize and honor the past, but also shine a light on the present and hopefully inspire a future to play this wonderful game. And our state's contribution to hockey is phenomenal. And the proceeds from this event are going to help support the new scholarship program that the Hall of Fame has created to recognize the on-ice, off-ice, and academic achievements of Rhode Island high school hockey players. So any senior hockey player, boy or girl, this year who's going to go to college or a trade school next year should apply for this scholarship. We have up to $10,000 available in $1,000 increments, 5 for boys, 5 for girls. So it's a great cause, great hockey, great fun. No football today, so we have lots of hockey, so it's great.
Yeah, great timing. I know a lot of us would have been mad if it was next week, but a great cause. How can fans out there help with the scholarship efforts?
They can support the Hall of Fame through a number of activities, supporting events like this, going to the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame website, buying some of the merchandise, or just making a donation. It's a 501c3 not-for-profit foundation. So if you love hockey, you want to help continue the state's contributions to the great game of hockey, feel free and make a donation of any kind.
You've seen a lot of hockey at a lot of different levels. What's special about this level and how just pure the game is?
It's the grassroots, right? You love the game, and I was fortunate to work in the NHL for about 15 years in my professional career. But boy, I could never get enough hockey at this level, even the youth level, where you can see the game is played for passion, for enthusiasm, for fun. And you know there's so many great skills and characteristics you can build by playing hockey, all sports, but hockey in particular. It's a very difficult sport to play, so watching hockey at the grassroots level is just fun because it's pure passion, pure excitement, and the thrill of the game, which is a very challenging game.
How much fun do you get to have today? Because I've seen you running around everywhere. Were you having fun today?
Well, it's fun. I mean, this is what I do kind of for a living is work in sports. So, being behind the scenes here, helping the Hall of Fame and all the volunteers, we should thank all the volunteers for pulling an event like this off is fun. It's kind of in my blood. It's in my DNA. It's what it's my passion. So for me, it's not really work. It's fun.
That's great. This is also fun for me too. So Greg, thank you and letting us Channel 10 do this game, and it's been a blast.
Kevin, thank you, and thank you for Channel 10 for supporting the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. You're a great partnership.
We look forward to many more. And speaking of the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame, they've done a great job since 2016 honoring the pioneers that came before us, as well as what you're seeing today, honoring the future and the present.
For its size, Rhode Island has one of our nation's longest and richest hockey histories. The father of ice hockey in the United States, Malcolm Green Chase, was born and raised here. Brown University defeated Harvard in the first intercollegiate hockey game in 1898. The Rhode Island Reds' 1955-56 season was voted the greatest in minor league history. And in 1964, the Pembroke Pandas established our country's first women's collegiate hockey program. This is Dale Arnold. These are just a few of the many historic milestones that mark an illustrious hockey history that has seen more players, coaches, and executives rise to the highest levels of this great game than to any other major sport. From Hope Street capturing Rhode Island's first schoolboy crown in 1903, to Mount St. Charles winning 26 straight state titles, and Providence College winning the 2015 NCAA championship, Rhode Island's hockey heroes have gone on to claim Olympic glory and World Championships gold, earn All-America honors, have their names engraved on the Stanley Cup, and their portraits enshrined with the game's all-time greats. For this reason, the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame was established to pay tribute to those Rhode Island legends who've distinguished themselves with their play and their leadership so that their achievements and example may continue to inspire and pave the way for present and future generations of young men and women who dream of reaching the highest heights of our great game. Please give back what hockey has given to you and support the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame.
Welcome Welcome back to Schneider Arena. We're going to talk to the man who's the busiest man probably today, Vince Cimini, the director of Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame, coming up right after this. Welcome back. I'm here with Vince Cimini, founding chairman of the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. We saw a video of the mission, but tell us more about the mission of the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame.
Well, our primary mission is to celebrate the achievements and the contributions of those individuals that have made our legacy one of the greatest in the nation. We have the oldest interscholastic league in the country at 123 years. The founder of ice hockey in the United States, the man who was responsible for it, came from Central Falls, Rhode Island, was born and raised there. And so over the last 7 years, we've inducted 52 of the greatest hockey players this state has ever produced. And over the last few years, we've also celebrated the achievements of the All-Staters, the young people that are skating here today. And we're continuing that legacy with both our showcase and the new scholarship program that Greg Boris just talked to you about.
Yeah, every year you guys seem to be evolving. How special is this day, and how does this day leapfrog you forward into future to honor future and give kids a scholarship effort like that?
Right. Well, the players that we celebrate, they are the inspiration for the parents of these players. And these players, we hope someday, will be an inspiration for the next generation. When we put these young people up on the stage with our Hall of Famers, we assume that some of them are going to be Hall of Famers themselves someday. They're going to be the inspiration for the next generation. So that's what keeps us fueled, keeps us researching and so forth. The history of the game, a lot of it has been lost in the fog of time. We've been very fortunate in digging that history out, finding all kinds of little tidbits that, quite frankly, the public is amazed at. People have been involved in hockey here for maybe a half a century, weren't aware of what came before them. And so it's kind of encouraging that we've been able to dig that out, present it to them. It's a richer experience for everybody that way.
I know hockey runs through your blood and also Rhode Islanders' blood. What does it mean to see, the community, the state come to an event like this?
Well, I got to tell you, a hockey community and the hockey community will tell you we're different than every other community. There's something about it. Maybe it's the fact that this is a very difficult game to play. You've got an object piece that's on the ground. You got to handle with a stick. It's not in your hand. You can't throw it. You can't jump it through a hoop. You got to be a good skater. We're special. Your broadcasters, all of the television broadcasters and newspaper journalists will tell you that there's nothing like interviewing a hockey player. They give you all the time. We're very proud of what we do and really care for what's going to come beyond us. Yeah.
And for the fans, I know we asked Greg about the scholarship effort. What more do you have on that for them?
Well, the vast majority of these young players are not going to become professionals. Some of them will play in college. All of them are going to continue skating. Some will continue skating on teams. Education is foremost. We want to keep that line moving. If we can help a young lady or young man with their education, I think that helps us all, not only as a community at large, but also especially with the hockey community.
And I have to ask, how did it feel to see Team Musso beat Team Samini?
Well, I'm glad we didn't get shut out. And a lot of people think that Team Samini is named after me. It's not. It's named after Lou, my father's cousin, who was a great man, and I had the great privilege of playing for him when I was in school.
All right, Vin, thank you so much. Look forward to the boys' game and all you've done setting this game up. It's a great activity, a great cause, and I hope we get to see more of these because, I mean, it's just a great time.
We certainly do.
All right, thanks, Vin. Coming up, we'll have an in at Lamarillo right after this. Welcome back. The Bennett family is synonymous with hockey in New England and across the country. And now, in 2024, the Hall of Famer is a Warwick native, Bill Bennett. He gets to join his father and two brothers into the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame.
William Bill Bennett. Hulking left winger Bill Bennett was born in Warwick, Rhode Island in 1953 and into one of the foremost hockey families in the United States, one of 5 brothers who all went pro. Like all of them, Bill starred at Cranston East High School and now follows his father Harvey and brothers Kurt and Harvey Jr. as honored members of the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. As a youth, Bill was the only Bennett boy intent on following in his father's path as a goaltender. By age 15, he realized his skills were more suited for the open ice, and he moved to defense in high school. The transition was a complete success. After high school, Bill made the leap to Canada and earned a spot with the Windsor Spitfires in the Ontario Juniors. His reputation now grew as a goal scorer. Bill was signed as a free agent by the Boston Bruins in 1976. The Bees assigned him to the Columbus Owls of the IHL for the 1976-77 season. After scoring 27 goals and 57 points of the season, Bill spent the entire following campaign with the Amherst. His play caught the attention of the Bruins, and Bill was called up the following season. During his time in Boston, the 6'5", 235-pound winger was the biggest and considered the most imposing player in the NHL. On his very first shift with the Bees, Bill jumped over the boards and remarkably scored his first NHL goal just 3 seconds later. Bill returned to the AHL and the Americans later that season. He continued to score at a team-leading pace, ending the year with 33 goals and 71 points. It would be the highest single-season point total any of the Bennett brothers would ever register as a pro. After his personal best season, Bennett returned to the NHL with the Hartford Whalers. Following his time there, Bill played several more seasons with the AHL Springfield Indians and Hershey Bears, the CHL's Wichita Wind, and the IHL's Fort Wayne Comets. After his playing days, Bill returned home to Rhode Island. Over the following 40 years, to the benefit of several generations of our state's young hockey talents, and continuing in the tradition begun by his father many years ago, most well-known ambassadors and teachers of the game, as both a youth instructor and high school coach. Bill also remains familiar to New England hockey fans as a popular figure with the Bruins Alumni Association, playing in charity games and instructing at the Bruins' many regional instructional clinics.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Famer Vicky Olsession. Lamarillo. That was hard.
That was good.
All right. So, take us into the locker room. You were the honorary coach. You were down 2-0.
Yeah.
Courtney come in, guns blazing, yelling at everybody.
Yes, that's what I'm all about. No, we just talked to the girls about playing a more aggressive style than maybe what they're used to. We were a man down, so it was a 5-on-4 situation in this all-star game, which wasn't really what we were expecting. So we talked to them about implementing something a little new and different, and they seemed really excited about that. And like we were talking about off camera, we did win the second period, and because we only played 2, technically it was tied in who won each period.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So let's go back to when you were inducted, when you got the call you were inducted to the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. What was that moment like for you?
I was really excited about that, to be honest with you, because I know the history of Rhode Island hockey and how rich that history is, and not being born in Rhode Island and learning more about it since I've been here in 1994 when I graduated Providence, and even before that, to be alongside, Tim Regan and Joe Augustine and the Bennett family was really exciting for me.
And the game today, you got your daughter right in front of you on the bench. In the game, you got your daughter right in front of you on the bench. What was that like? I know you're a mom now. You're not a coach. You're a mom now. So was it nice to be back on the bench?
I'm in the LaSalle cheer squad with the moms. We're here to support our kids and support the team. I haven't worked with Anna since she was younger. I don't coach her in high school, and being on the bench with her is so much fun, and the other kids too, because when we're watching in the stands and we're supporting each other as families, you kind of feel like they're your own too. So it was really exciting to work with the kids that I know and meet new kids as well today, and just really encourage the growth of the sport.
And what's today mean for the girls? I mean, there's always an effort to grow the game, grow the girls' game. The Beanpot set a record for most attended women's hockey games. So with stuff like, there's progress, but what do you think?
Well, I think it's exciting for the girls to be invited and be in such a professional environment. Because high school hockey doesn't always get recognized in this way. So it's exciting to see their energy, and I think it's good to develop camaraderie between schools because there is such a rivalry because there are so few schools in the state. So it's really nice to have them together in this type of environment.
So I'll ask your daughter, you can't see us on camera, but her daughter's right behind us. Are you better than your daughter at hockey?
Now?
Right now.
Oh, no. No, I am not. No, it's hard to compare today's
You're so nice. Come on.
No, it's hard to compare. Today's athlete is different than from a technical standpoint and accessibility to repetitious training. They have the advantage now. And even just like weightlifting and things they do away from the game is so far advanced than what I experienced. So hard to tell.
But you have a gold medal.
That is true. But we share it. So they're my gold medalists. So I guess we're equal in that way.
All right, I like it. All right, thanks so much, Vicky. All right, coming up right after this, we have the boys game, the second of two in the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame All-Star Showcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon and welcome to Schneider Arena for the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame High School All-Star Showcase. Now let's meet the boys selected as All-Stars. First, for Team Belial. Representing Bishop Hendricken, a senior number 2, Frank Tillinghast. And senior number 3, Aiden Kraft. From LaSalle Academy, senior number 6, Devin Mora. From Rogers, Middletown, Tiverton East Bay Co-op, senior number 7, David Sylvia. And senior number 8, Austin Sylvia. From East Greenwich and Tollgate, senior number 9, Jack Kiernan. And senior number 11, Garrett Carney. From North Kingstown High School, senior number 14, Rowan Gately. Pilgrim High School, senior number 15, Jack Saylor. From LaSalle, senior number 16, Tyler Gallerfalo. Pilgrim, senior number 18, Andrew Mullaney. From Smithfield High School, senior number 19, Tom Hayden. From the Blackstone Valley School, senior number 20, Nolan Lambert. And senior number 21, Nate Gravel. From the West Warwick, Exeter West Greenwich Co-op, senior number 32, Cameron Morissette. From North Kingstown, senior number 33, Christian Mathis. From the West Warwick EWG Co-op, senior number 34, Jacob Endelman. From Pontiac, senior number 37, Jake Steinkamp. And from North Kingstown, senior number 44, Charlie Randall. The head coach of Team Belial from Bishop Hendricken, Mike Sosha. With the assistant coach from LaSalle Academy, Sean Tingley. And Hockey Hall of Famer, Bill Bennett. And now introducing Team Eccleston. From the Prout School, senior number 1, Angelo Evangelista. From the South Kingstown Westerly Co-op, senior number 2, Garrett Kerwin. From Lincoln High School, senior number 6, Jaden Borski. From Burrillville High School, senior number 7, Patrick Murphy. From Prout, senior number 8, Aiden Fossier. From Coventry Johnston Co-op, senior number 9, Jack Horseman. And senior number 10, Evan Rogers. From Naraho Co-op, senior number 11, Mason Koziorik. And senior number 14, Michael Gazzaro. From Barrington High School, senior number 22, Cody Wood. And senior number 23, Henry Kelsey. From Lincoln High School, senior number 32, Michael DiStefano. From the Cranston Situate Woonsocket Co-op, senior number 34, Jack Fontaine. From South Kingstown Westerly Co-op, senior number 35, Lucas Gordon. From the Cranston Situate Woonsocket Co-op, senior number 36, David DeAngelis. From Portsmouth High School, senior number 37, Ben West. And senior number 44, Shane Temple. From Cumberland High School, senior number 42, Hunter Jones. And junior number 43, Dylan Skirka. From Cranston West, Matt Brandon. For the assistant coaches from Naraho, David Cannon. And from South Kingstown, Anthony Simeone. The honorary coach, Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Famer, Joe Augustine. The on-ice officials for the boys All-Star Showcase game, Trevor McElroy, Chris Dejanot, and Jim Fossier. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please rise and remove your caps. Members of our military and its veterans may render a hand salute as we play our national anthem.
You're watching the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame's 2025 Rhode Island High School All-Star Hockey Showcase. Sponsored by University Orthopedics and Regan Heating and Air Conditioning. And now from Schneider Arena at Providence College, here is NBC 10's Frank Carpano.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to PC Schneider Arena for game number 2 of the High School Hockey All-Star Showcase. Frank Carpano, joined now by Dave Belisle as we get ready for the boys' game and after a very exciting girls' game. And Dave, of course, well known for his coaching of both hockey and Little League baseball, and he knows a lot of these kids, and we're expecting a great game here today, Dave.
Yeah, so excited to be here again, Frank, and thank for the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame for putting this on. It's a special night for all these seniors. Gives them the opportunity to showcase their talent, but more importantly, it gives them some pride that they deserve to be here, and they've been the leaders of their team, so it's time to showcase their individual talents.
I know that you've been around a long time. You've seen the growth of hockey. What about the level of hockey now as compared to when you first started playing?
Well, you know, it's all relative, Frank. They still pour their hearts out. I know that over the years and years, you know, the hockey world and the hockey of high school has, you know, decreased somewhat because of junior hockey. But the kids who are playing it today, you know, they still have that ability, Frank. They still, and especially today, you're going to see a lot of talent out here today. So I'm excited to watch them. I've been involved in high school hockey my whole life, Frank, whether watching it, playing it, coaching it with my dad for 39 years, and now still watching it. So I'm excited to be here with you, and more importantly, be here for these kids.
Well, we're looking forward to. We're going to look forward to this game getting underway. 2 periods of hockey, and we have 3 officials who are out here today. We want to give some recognition to them. Trevor McElroy, Chris Degno, and Jim Forcier are our officials, and we are ready to get this one underway. Team Eccleston in the dark jerseys going from right to left on your screen, while Team Belial in the white jerseys going from left to right. All right, the puck now in the Team Eccleston, Team Belial zone, bouncing around. A lot of energy out there to get this game started. These kids have probably already played games this weekend, and they certainly want to put their best foot forward, or best skate forward here today, as they are going to be seen by some scouts and, of course, their family and friends here at Schneider Arena.
Yes, they will, Frank. And it'll be a little tentative at the beginning because the intensity may not be there, but the skill will be. So I think you'll give them a few minutes to get their first shifts done, and you're going to see the play escalate.
All right, the puck now in the Team Eccleston zone. Line change of the game. These are 20-minute periods.
And all these kids know each other, playing in their youth hockeys before the season starts and their fall hockey. So, you know, I think you'll see some really competitive play, but also you'll see some crisp passing out there.
So there's not a lot of newness going on. These kids, through the youth programs and all, either played with or against each other.
They have. And I hope they use their voices, because in a game like this, with some unfamiliarity, it's good to use your voice. So I think that'll be important for these kids today, is to use their voices when they're open.
Lucas Gordon is in the Team Eccleston nets in the dark jerseys. Now on the attack is Team Belial in the white jerseys. Puck picked away by Dylan Skirka. Around now, Team White in control. Shot on net, blocked in front, doesn't get through, but bounces out of the zone.
Nice try there by Tommy Hayden. Stepped up on the defense and let a nice shot go. Very nice save by Lucas Gordon. Challenged him.
Lines change. The puck back out on center ice. Troy Gerby now picked off by Team Eccleston. In front, a shot on nets and knocked away by the goaltender. Good opportunity there by Shane Temple.
And he's a goal scorer. He's the leading goal scorer in the state of Rhode Island right now. Great save.
20 goals so far this season. Good job here by Team Eccleston to keep the puck in the zone, still controlling. Had the best scoring opportunity so far in the opening minutes of this one. Centering pass. Back out to the points. Now dumped back in. Round it goes. Tom Hayden dumps it. It goes out of the zone. Back to center ice. Picked up there by Cody Wood. And change gets caught in the change, so the puck rolls all the way down the other, and no icing.
Good change right there, both teams.
Puck bouncing now into the Team Eccleston zone. Centering pass, no white shirts there, and back comes Team Eccleston. Behind the net, looking to center. Centering pass all the way to the point and outside the zone. Chased back there by Michael Gazzaro. puck bounces away and finally cleared out of the zone. On the attack now comes Team Belial. Shot wide. Keeping it in. Jake Steinkamp.
Nice play right there.
And
nice goal. Nice job by Jake Steinkamp. What a beautiful play. Keeping the puck in, Frank. You know, bending down, making sure it doesn't get out of the zone. Then makes a nice play. Makes an offensive rush. Comes in with his head up. And what a nice move right there. Inside out. Now look, he's got his head up. He's got nothing else to do with it than shoot it. Keeps it low, right between the legs. Great play.
Very nice.
Nice job, Jake.
The senior from Ponagansett getting our first goal of the game. So Team Belial, the first to strike here, 1-0. They lead this one early in the first period. Only 2 periods that we're playing in this all-star game. Team Eccleston keeping the puck in the zone. And finally out at center ice. And on the attack again, breaking in alone and shooting it wide. Great opportunity there for the white team, Team Belial. Frank Tillinghast with a shot down the other end. Another breakaway shot. And a couple of great saves. Wow. Great action here in the first periods. And some outstanding saves. I believe that's Christian Mathis who is...
Yeah, against a great sharpshooter.
All right, let's take a break with 14:41 to go in the first period. More after this. And welcome back to PC Schneider Arena for the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame All-Star Showcase game. The boys game, it has been frantic in the first 5.5 minutes of this one. 1-0 Team Belial, and the puck in the Belial zone now. Team Eccleston on the attack, and they lose the puck out to center ice.
Previous to that whistle, Frank, Aiden Forcier came right in on goal, and just a great save by Cameron. But he's got talent. He's got the puck again. One of the better players in the state of Rhode Island.
Forcier leaves it. Back to the point, kept in by Borski. Now around the dasher. Up ahead into the zone. And player loses his stick. Jack Kiernan.
My mistake, Frank. That was Lucas Gordon. A great save. I'll get it.
It's all right. It's early in the game. Long pass, and it's going to be icing. So these two teams are named for Hall of Famers in the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. Team Eccleston and Team Belial.
Yeah, and I know them both pretty well.
Well, yeah, you could talk for days about Team Belial.
Yes, and coached with my dad for 39 years, played for him, you know, part of 30 of his 32 state championships, and the great Tom Eccleston, who I got a chance to coach against when he made his return. Two absolute tremendous coaches and rich traditions, Burrowville and Mount St. Charles.
Well, you think about all the lucky kids who had a chance to
play for those coaches.
Yes.
Oh my! One thing about both those teams and both those coaches, it was about work ethic and teamwork, and we're seeing it here today, right on the ice. For kids who haven't played to one another, I see a lot of puck movement, and it's been good action, Frank. Really good action.
Well, you think of all the great players who have come out of Rhode Island high school hockey and gone on to do great things in the National Hockey League. In fact, the first U.S.-born player to be selected #1 in the NHL draft, You remember who that was?
Yeah, Brian Lawton back in 1983.
Were you playing? When did you play for your dad? What years?
I played in '77 for my dad. Brian, I coached with my dad when Brian played here at Mount St. Charles. Just absolutely a tremendous hockey player, and started a tradition of incredible hockey players coming out of that program that were developed by Coach Belisle.
I remember being at Brian's house that day. The draft must have been held in, I think, Toronto that year.
Yes.
And so I was with a bunch of his friends at his home, and Brian called in after he was selected, and the excitement that day of being the first American chosen #1 overall.
Nice pass right there, Frank.
Here's a break in.
Nice
and
goal.
a goal. Very nice goal for Jack Saylor to make it 2-0 Team Belisle.
Oh, beautiful play right here. Nice pass by Ronan Gately. Nice lead pass. Gets it under control. Just a beautiful goal. Beautiful. Again, Frank, I mentioned the passing that's been going on so far, and that's how you're going to be able to score some goals here. And you see it again. Just a beautiful shot. Good job by Jack right there.
Jack Saylor plays for the Pilgrim team. The senior.
A senior. You know, that Pilgrim team, I believe it was last year or maybe the year before, but remember one of the comments that Zach had made was that they beat Hendricken. First time in 20 years that the Pilgrim program did, and that was quite an upset.
And that's a good thing for Rhode Island
hockey.
hockey.
It sure
right?
is. It sure is.
Here's a rush down the
nice
other end,
try.
and almost picking it around was Mason Kasoriak.
Yeah, nice play by Tom Hayden. Again, not only does he break it up, but heads the rush. Oh, nice play by Cadley. Nice steal.
Puck control, and back the other way comes Shane Temple. Temple picks it around and shoots. Great save there by number 33, Christian Mathis.
And you can see why. He's one of the better players in the state. What a beautiful move by Shane Temple.
Mathis already with 6 wins for his team in the regular season, playing for the West Warwick, actually the North Kingstown team.
That Temple and West combination at Portsmouth, it brought him a championship last year, and they're trying to retain that title again this year. So see it on display today.
Tillinghast, another opportunity. Team Eccleston regains control.
Nice regroup right there. I'm very impressed. Here comes Force here. Whoa.
Nice goal there.
He's got a rocket.
Forcier.
He has got a rocket. Grabs the puck off the boards, cuts to the middle, brings it into a position where he can just rip it, and he does. Far side. Great goal.
He's having a great week. Earlier on Tuesday, he had 3 goals versus Hendricken in the 5-3 Proud win. 11 goals for his high school team this season so far. And gets one here today to cut the Team Belisle lead to 2-1. I don't know if you remember last year when we did this game, Dave. It was not too balanced, but this one looks.
Oh! Again.
How about that?
Oh, hat tricks are in his pedigree, that's for sure. What a beautiful goal again. Look at how he comes in, looks, his head is up. Best shot in hockey, right on the ice. That's a goal scorer. You know, just a nice play right here with his head up. And if he's going to release it, he had nothing to shoot at except low, and he did that. Good job, Aiden.
We mentioned how he's having a good week, and it continues.
It just continues. Well, he can open the ice up on his own. He's got great speed, great stick handling ability, and great vision. So great play by him.
A centering pass and couldn't handle it there. Hunter Jones. Team Belial on the attack now, down the corner. Jack Kiernan, pass in front is taken away by Team Eccleston. And back they come. Forcier,
what a move that was.
In the middle, pass in front. Doesn't get it on net. Still controlled by Team Eccleston.
It was good defense there by Tyler Garofalo from LaSalle. He's had a great year for them. He's the backbone on their defense, along with Devin Moore. Both of them, Devin Moore and Tyler, they do a great job for LaSalle. That's why they're in contention this year for defense.
Shot bounces over the nets after the deflection by the goaltender, Christian Mathis. Chipped forward, and here comes Team Belial. The shot, and that one tipped over the nets, off the glass and back out in front. That was dangerous. Centering pass, and the shots. Johnny on the spot was David Sylvia.
Way to use your voice. Nice play.
Back into the zone, knocked away. Good defense there.
That was a nice job by Dylan Skirka to not only stop the rush, but yell for the pass and return, and good play.
Down in the corner. Chase down. Centering pass, knocked away. And the breakout now for Team Eccleston. Lead pass, and that's going to be icing. You know, there was a day back when you were coaching, and you and your dad, you were in the heyday at Mount St. Charles when, you know, you were always the dominant team with Henrican and LaSalle right there with you. And you were winning every game, but now it would seem that the balance of power has been spread out a little bit more equally. Would you agree with that assessment of high school hockey in Rhode Island?
I definitely agree with that. You know, we had a nice run a couple years ago by the East Greenwich team that went to the state finals. You know, last year Burrillville made a big push. They got to the finals. So in this year we've got teams like Moses Brown, who's on the top of the league, Smithfield and Barrington are causing havoc. So it's up and down the league. You know, they're trying to dethrone the Bishop Hendricken team, which is always good, and they've never left the eyes of Rhode Island hockey. They've always come back with great teams and still do. But it's nice to see the balance.
I know you had an incredible run of state championships, but also an unbeaten streak. Do you remember what that was? How many?
That was 26, and we got beat by a public school, Tollgate. You know, that was it was a great moment for Rhode Island hockey. You know, was it a great moment for Mount hockey? Well, you know what? It wasn't a way, because you got to learn how to lose. I mean, you win 26. Sometimes you.
But how many undefeated seasons?
Oh,
in that.
Early in my dad's run in the 70s and the early 80s, they had run 100 in a row at one point. So they were very dominant early, and then, you know, Hendricken became very strong. LaSalle became very strong. He had some good teams from Cranston with the Ernst boys. They were very good, and obviously LaSalle. But then, as we've been moving forward here, you know, the public schools, and it's been spread out, you know, that the kids are staying at their schools. I mean, the co-op, I think, is a good thing for Rhode Island high school hockey. Gives all public schools a chance to play, because, you know, they just don't have the numbers. I think that's why you're seeing a lot more competitive hockey, and I think it's good.
Right. Well, there are fewer co-op teams on the boys' side than there are on the girls' side. You know, the girls, it's 7 teams that represent 27 high schools, while on the boys' side there are 20 Rhode Island Interscholastic League teams representing 36 high schools.
Right. Right, but you still have some, back when I played, some traditional teams that don't have their own teams, like Smithfield and Woonsocket and Cranston East and Cranston West, and they're able to, you know, combine and make really good teams. But again, I go with the opportunity to play. So
co-op teams are a relatively new thing.
Yes.
So back in the day, you know, if you wanted to play hockey and were at a school that didn't have enough kids to play, you just didn't play.
Right.
At least in the interscholastic league.
Mm-hmm.
So the co-op thing is
It's a good thing.
Gives kids more of an opportunity.
Yes, it does.
Team Eccleston on the attack here. Henry Kelsey out in front. Doesn't get through. And now out of the zone. And looks like that Team Belial is offside. So
yeah, Kelsey, you just mentioned Kelsey and Wood from Barrington. They're two seniors that have got, you know, Barrington in the thick of things. You know, Barrington, one thing about Barrington, they've always been steady. They've always traditionally had a very strong team in Division II. They've won their share of championships over the years, so it's nice to see them playing good hockey.
But this year, if I'm correct, there's only 2 divisions.
That is correct.
I know in the past there's been as many as 4 or 5.
Yeah, there's been 4 at some point in time. But I think it's good. You get 2 divisions. I think it gives an opportunity year to year to. Nice play right there.
Oh boy!
Oh, that sure
right
was.
Through. Oh, and the goal scored by Henry Kelsey. That puts Team Eccleston ahead 3-2.
Yeah, what a play by Hunter Jones to start that up. As he takes this puck up the ice through the neutral zone and makes a nice dangle and gets the shot off. And the goaltender will make a nice save, and there's the rebound. Just a beautiful, beautiful shot on the rebound. You can't beat that. Go to the net, and we had just mentioned Kelsey, and there he is. Comes in, Johnny on the spot, bangs home the rebound. Good goal.
So the lead changes after a 2-0 lead by Team Belial. The last 3 goals scored by Team Eccleston, and here they are on the attack again.
Nice poke check.
One of the improvements from last year, if you remember, Dave, one of the teams had only 1 defenseman, all forwards.
That's right. You're seeing defense out here today, and you're seeing a better game. No fault to the boys that were selected, but you drop a forward back to defense, and it's not where he's used to playing.
Definitely better balanced on the kids that they selected. So
yes.
We're seeing a much better brand of high school hockey out here today.
We sure are. I mentioned that East Greenwich team from 3 years ago that got to the state championship. That Jack Kernan and Garrett Connie, they were part of that team. You know, they beat some good teams along the way to get to the finals.
Coming up here, it's going to be a hooking call. And let's see who's going off. It's going to be a Team Belial player, Devin Mora. And we'll see our first power play of the afternoon. Chance for Team Eccleston to build on their lead. Here it is right here.
Yep, it was just a really, really nice play by Dylan Skirka to draw that penalty, and he had no choice but to give him a little tug. And you don't see many penalties in an all-star game, but you know, he would have walked in. It was a good call.
On the power play now. Team Belial's got the box set up as the puck rolls past the net, back out in front. Team Eccleston looking for their best opportunity here. Oh, the pass in front.
What a pass.
A no-look pass.
What a pass.
Put in by Michael DeStefano. Wow.
Whew. Now, you watch what Twarcia does here, Aiden. Just so smart. He'll slow the play down. He'll pull up. Now, he's not even looking DeStefano's way, but watch this pass. And he sees him, and he just slides it. That is vision.
That's a great-looking goal.
Beauty. Beauty.
All right, so now back at even strength, and still back on the attack is Team Eccleston. They lead it now 4-2 after our 6th goal of the period. Team Belisle, after scoring the first 2, trying to get back on track here. They throw the puck on net, steered away into the corner. Team Eccleston has it now, looking to break out. But
nice step right there, beauty. Nice play.
Centering pass, knocked
Lambert
away by Borski. Still, Team Belisle battling here, trailing 4-2.
Good forechecking shift right there. Nice job.
All right, 2:36 to go here in the first of 2 periods. 4-2, Team Eccleston. We're back after this. Welcome back to PC Schneider Arena. 2:36 to go in period number 1 of 2 of this All-Star Showcase. 4-2, Team Eccleston leading Team Belisle. And the puck in the Team Eccleston zone. Team Belisle trying to get back into this one after leading 2-0. They've allowed 4 unanswered goals. Puck bouncing center ice. Now trying to keep it in and knocked out again. So good job by Team Eccleston.
Nice pass right there. Good D.
Jack Horsman, cross ice pass. Patrick Murphy can't pull it through.
Another nice play by Jacob Steinkamp. Made a nice play.
Into the zone. Quick wrist shot by Patrick Murphy goes wide.
Jacob Andelman, excuse me.
Team Eccleston keeps it in the zone, drops it off, pass. Murphy didn't get enough on it.
Another nice play by Andelman, nice outlet.
And offside is the call with 1:17 to go.
You know, Frank, you were mentioning how fortunate I was to be part of Rhode Island Scots, like coaching with my dad, but also while I was coaching, I had the fortunate experience to coach against Tim Army, Davey Quinn, Dave Emma, Coach Paul Gay, Brian Lawton, Dave Capuano, coach against Jack Capuano, Jeff Chilson, Brian Barra, Brian Boucher, Gott Snow, Matthew Schneider, Keith Kahn. That is the privilege I've had of watching not only these Mount St. Charles kids develop, but to play against the best players in the state of Rhode Island, who are all in the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame.
Well, John Hines is a part of a current trivia question. The head coach of the Minnesota Wilds. He is one of 4 Rhode Islanders who coached the 4 big major league sports. So you got Joe Mazzulla coaching the Celtics. You have Liam Cohen, who just was announced as the Jacksonville Jaguars coach in the NFL, and of course Rocco Baldelli, who's coaching the Minnesota Twins in Major League Baseball. So Rhode Island, for such a small state, well representative. Here's a break-in for Team Belisle and can't get the shot away. Frank Tillinghast broke in but had a defender on his shoulder. Less than a minute to go now. Final seconds of the first period.
That was all started, that whole rush, by Tyler.
All right, got to wait for their players to clear the zone, and that'll do it for the period. So 1 period down, and what a period it was that we saw here. 4-2, Team Eccleston leading Team Belisle. And are you surprised, considering the level of talent on both sides, that we put 6 goals up here in the first period, Dave?
Well, I knew the talent was there, but in all-star competitions, sometimes you get a lot of sluggish plays because you see a lot of individuality, but not in this particular game. It's a lot of puck movement. There's some pretty goals. There's some great saves when the flow is such like that. So I was really, really impressed by the action today.
Well, a fast game and a fast periods, and We have a pretty good game going here, and we got a period to go. Let's head down to the ice now. Kevin Moore standing by. Go ahead, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Frank. Here with Mike Tosha. How you doing? How's everything going?
Everything's going well. Thank you.
This game, the showcase, 6 goals in the first period. Did you expect that?
Oh yeah, it's a fun time. I mean, 8-4 is no surprise, so it's good to see.
Does it kind of speak to the parity sort of in the standings right now? I mean, it's the top's really jumbled up with really 4 or 5 really good teams.
Yeah, 100%. It's been this has been the best parity in many years, so it's fun to see the kids really showcase themselves out here.
This day, are you looking forward to it? I know you weren't looking forward to this interview.
No, definitely not looking forward to it, but thank you. I appreciate it. No, it's a fun day. It really is. The Rhode Island Hockey League, Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame does a great job. You can't thank them enough, especially Sean McNamara headline the whole thing for us.
Keeping your head on a swivel with Bill Bennett right behind you?
Yeah, I've known Bill since I was little, so it's great to have Bill on our bench and Joe on the other side. It's a good time.
Did you get to talk to them at all about their Hall of Fame induction this year?
Yeah, in fact, I actually introduced both locker rooms to both gentlemen, both guys. A lot of these kids don't know anything about them, so it's pretty nice to let them speak to the kids and so forth. Yeah, it's nice.
How important is that? You know, they're playing in the game, but they need to know and really honor the people who came before them.
Oh, it's extremely important. Bill's done so much for Rhode Island hockey. Joe was from Chicago, but Boston College Hockey Hall of Fame, pro hockey, does a phenomenal job at URI. And we try to show the kids what Joe does for URI hockey as well.
And alas, being the head coach of Team Belial, that last name, I mean, it's so legendary here. What does that mean to you?
It's an honor. First person I called was Coach Tingley, and we have, such great respect for what they've done for Rhode Island hockey, so it's nice.
All right, Mike, thank you. And speaking of that name, Belial, when I was in Minnesota, they didn't really know much about Rhode Island, but they knew that Rhode Island was home of Bill Belial. So, Bill Belial, he built a powerhouse at Mount St. Charles, and a big reason why Rhode Island hockey is the way it is.
Bill Belial. Bill Belial transformed his alma mater into one of the country's most famous prep programs, winning 32 state championships over a 42-year period. A native of Manville, Rhode Island, Bill grew up playing pond hockey in northern Rhode Island before entering Mount St. Charles, where he played on their 1947 state championship team. His successes on the bench included a national record 25 consecutive state championships, a run that began just 2 years after Bill took over the coaching reins for the Mounties. With over 1,000 wins in his career, Bill led the Mounties to 10 consecutive national titles and transformed the lives of numerous young men who took the ice under his watch. A 2016 inductee into the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame, Bill guided the development of more than 20 players who would eventually be drafted by the NHL. These include 4 who joined him in this charter class of the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame: Brian Lawton, Brian Berard, Matthew Schneider, and Keith Carney.
Definitely a legend in Bill. As for another legend, 2024 was quite the year for Joe Augustine. In January, he was honored as URI hockey's all-time winningest coach. The man that got his start in Pawtucket at Tolman was later honored at an August banquet as a Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Famer.
Joe Augustine. Joe was born in 1955 and raised in Chicago with his 2 hockey-playing brothers. He became a Hall of Fame player at St. Rita High School, inspired by his talented older brother Jim, who was enshrined in the Illinois Hockey Hall of Fame in 2009. After high school, the defenseman played juniors in the USHL. His impressive stats earned him a spot on the U.S. Junior All-American team, selected by the NHL, and played for Team USA in the 1975 IIHF World Junior Championships in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. During that year, Joe was drafted twice, first by the Atlanta Flames in the NHL draft, and then by the Cleveland Crusaders in the WHA draft. He opted for Boston College, helping the Eagles to a Beanpot Championship in 1976 and an ECAC Championship and second-place finish in the 1978 NCAA Finals held here in Providence. In his 3 seasons with the Eagles, Joe scored 27 goals and 104 points, becoming one of only 6 defensemen in BC history to reach the 100 career points plateau. In 2005, he was inducted into the Boston College Hall of Fame. In 1979, after his junior year, Joe signed as a free agent with the New York Rangers. He played 4 seasons in the Rangers, Calgary Flames, and New Jersey Devils organizations while earning his college degree during the offseason. Joe began his coaching career in 1983 as an assistant at Tolman High School in Pawtucket. After 2 seasons, he moved crosstown as head coach at Shea High School, leading the Raiders to an impressive 19-1 record, winning both division and state titles. He later served as an assistant coach at Brown and then head coach for the Community College of Rhode Island. Joe took the helm at URI in 1989. While working as an advanced scout for the AHL's Cornwall Aces in 1995, the top farm club for the NHL's Quebec Nordiques, Joe served as a member of the NCAA Organizational Committee for the 1995 NCAA Ice Hockey Tournament in Providence. In 2006, Joe served as an assistant for Team USA at the World University Games in Turin, Italy. In 2009, he served as head coach for Team USA at those games in Harbin, China. The 2023-24 season marked Joe's 35th as head coach at URI. Over his tenure, he has coached over 1,000 games for the Rams. His 708th win this season marked the most by any URI coach in any sport in URI history. Along the way, he has guided his teams to 32 winning seasons, including the 2006 ACHA National Championship. Joe received back-to-back ACHA Men's Division I Coach of the Year honors and recently honored with the ESCHL Coach of the Year award for the 2015 season. Joe resides in North Scituate, Rhode Island, with his wife Jewel, a former Ice Capade skater. His son John and daughter Jacqueline both reside in Providence.
All right, a fresh sheet of ice is on, and we are just awaiting the second period coming up right after this. Welcome back. In 2024, we honored 4 members that are newly inducted into the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. Bill Bennett, Chuck Scherzer, Joe Augustine, Vicky Moseshin, Lamarillo, Tim Regan, and of course, Chuck Scherzer, Bill Bennett, Tim Regan, Vicky Lamarillo, and And I'm missing one more. Sorry, I'm getting a brain fart. But this video here will acknowledge them and all they've done is placing them into Rhode Island hockey lore. Yes, those 5 members of the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame honored in the 2024 inductee class. Chuck Scherza, Bill Bennett, Vicky Moseshin Lamarillo, Tim Regan, and Joe Augustine, all enshrined in the class and forever will live in Rhode Island hockey lore. Another member in Rhode Island hockey lore, Tom Eccleston, wherever he went, he was a winner, and some considering him the founding father of Burrville and PC hockey.
Tom Eccleston Jr. It's hard to imagine Burrville, with its dozens of ponds and lakes, without its high school hockey team. But the fact is, it didn't have one until Tom Eccleston Jr. came along and started it in 1940. After going winless in their first season, Eccleston's team reached the state finals against Mount St. Charles in only its second year. They would go on to win 16 state and 5 New England championships. But hockey was only one part of Eccleston's remarkable legacy. Born in England, he started as a soccer player at Moses Brown and Brown University before his teaching days at Burrillville High School. He would go on to coach over 2,200 hockey, football, and baseball games at the schoolboy, prep school, men's amateur, and collegiate levels, winning championships at every level along the way. Taking over as head coach at Providence College in 1956, Eccleston helped the Friars climb the ladder of the Eastern College Hockey Elite. In 1964, his final year at the Friars' helm, PC won their first ECAC title and reached the NCAA Final Four for the first time. That year, Tom received the Spencer Penrose Award as the nation's top collegiate hockey coach. Retiring as Burrillville School's superintendent in 1972, Tom returned to coaching at the Hill School in Pennsylvania, compiling a 185, 57, and 12 record in 11 seasons. He turned the Hill into a Northeastern prep school power. In 1984, Tom returned home once again to take the reins of the Burrillville Broncos, who had fallen on hard times in his absence. He quickly resurrected the program, leading them to 4 Met-B championships in 5 seasons before his final retirement in 1990. That year, the American Hockey Coaches Association honored Tom with the Snooks Kelly Founders Award for lifetime contributions to the game.
Actually the ref. All right, here we are back with the head coach of Team Eccleston, Matt Brandon. Matt, what's it like coaching Aiden Forcier out there?
Oh, it's such a great opportunity to coach him. He's one of the top players in the state. Obviously, his talent's second to none. He's just a tremendous hockey player. He plays 2 ways, and you can see his skill out here. He's standing out with amongst his peers, so it's nice to see. Always great to see our state have good representation of good hockey players.
You said his dad's reffing out here, too?
His dad, yeah, he's the linesman, so it's a good family environment for them. Hopefully they get a team picture, or family picture, excuse me.
What, when you got the call to be the coach of Team Eccleston, what was that moment like for you?
Oh, it's exciting, it's you put a lot of work in with the kids, and this is the fun time. Just come here, have fun, and it's been doing it a while, so it's see all these kids just have fun, have a smile on their face, and it's not too stressful, and they just go out and have fun. And they're kids, they just can have fun and enjoy it.
You're coaching some of your players. Do you kind of wish that they were on the other side too to coach against them?
Absolutely. They asked me today. They're like, Coach, you're going to yell? I'm like, no, not today. It's a nice day to just relax and have fun.
You're also up 4-2, so there's not much yelling. Just what is this day? What was the locker room like before the game and that intermission? What's it like?
It's great to see these kids pre-game, get to know them. Like you see them, you play against them. Like you don't really interact with them too much, but it's a good opportunity to get to know them on a personal level and not always be serious when you see them on Fridays and Saturday nights.
All right, Matt, thank you, and good luck second period. Frank, we got 2 minutes of action just right around the corner.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Looking forward to the second periods of this 2-period all-star game. And I would imagine we'll see more of the same of what we saw in the first period, Dave. A quick 2-goal lead for Team Belisle, but Team Eccleston came back with 4 goals, a power play goal, 2 goals scored by Aiden Forcier. Got to see some great talent out.
We saw some beautiful goals, some good goaltending. Can't get better than this, Frank. They're showing their stuff. I know we have our honorary coaches out there. Joe Augustine, what a great job he's done at URI. I had the privilege of playing in my freshman year at PC, who was playing for Lou Lamorello, to play against Joe. It was like one of my very few shifts, and he wrung me up to dry. So, great player, and just to see on the other side Billy Bennett, and
sure,
what a great family, what a great player Billy was. Just a tough player. Here we go.
Big guys. You talk about Bill Bennett, 6'5", out on the ice, you know?
Yeah, Joe's not short either, so.
6'5", 200. Goal right off the bat here. 28 seconds into the second period.
Johnny on the spot, Henry Kelsey. Maybe he might have anticipated, if you watch Frank, he may have anticipated maybe an ice here. But watch. But Johnny on the spot right there. Kelsey right there off the backboards and in. So quick strike. Kelsey, again, we had mentioned him earlier. Senior out of Barrington's got that team hopping. Good job. Johnny on the spot. Good work.
Yeah, Kelsey with another goal here to make it 5-2.
Again, I think Christian Masters thought this was going to be an icing call, Frank, and that's why you let it go off.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, you have to keep playing until you hear the whistle.
That is right. Got to react.
And that puck up and into the stands. So that one was tipped. Let's see where they place the face-off on this one. Whose stick did it go off of? Actually,
let the kid have it.
I know, they're looking for. Come on, it's a puck. Let him have the puck.
We got pucks. We got pucks everywhere. Probably got a puck in my pocket I could have thrown down.
Man, oh man.
We'll have to get that young boy a puck.
Absolutely.
We get an offsides there. Let's see if Belial's team can bounce back here. When they were successful, Frank, they were forechecking very hard and putting pressure on the D early in this game, and they need to reestablish that.
There's that young man who needs a puck.
We'll get him one. We see you.
Right down at center ice, and on the attack now is Team Belial. Looking, shooting.
Nice shot.
Nice save.
Aiden Kraft with a nice shot. I think it's Forcier down the wing.
Down on the left side, coming in.
Nice save. Beauty.
Still on the attack in front, and another goal. Hat trick for Aiden Forcier.
He's got the trick. He's on a roll. You had mentioned it, Frank. Tuesday, 3 goals, and look at this power move. Great initial save right there by Mathis. But he will retrieve that puck, and like a good goal scorer, what a beautiful pass right there. Just an absolute beautiful pass by Patrick Murphy.
Great teamwork there.
Yeah, Murphy did a nice job with his head up again. But this is 2 beautiful goals that we've seen involved with Forcier. I know he's got 3 today, but those 2 in particular with the backdoor pass, fantastic. Fantastic. Nice look by Patrick Murphy.
All right, now a pretty deep hole for Team Belial to dig out of here. Only 1 penalty called in the game, and that one against Team Belial, and Team Eccleston was able to score a power play goal. All right, coming down now, 2-on-1. There's a pass across, and
what a goal!
Another goal. Great job.
There's that Portsmouth combination. You can tell why Portsmouth won a championship last year, and they're continuing this year. What a beautiful rush by Temple. Lays it out there for West. Drags it to the backhand and slips it in. Again, another great passing play and a beautiful finish.
So the deficit now 7-2. Team Eccleston as Ben West scores his first goal of the game. As you mentioned, Portsmouth, the defending Division II champions. Pass in front, and the save by Angelo Evangelista.
Yeah, nice play by Evangelista to keep that paddle down to intercept that pass right out front there.
Evangelista.
Right there. Look at the paddle.
Senior from Prouts. Has 3 shutouts already this season.
But Jake Steinkamp, he drove that net looking for that goal. He's been a presence. He may be small in stature, but he's buzzing out there today.
Back down comes Team Eccleston. Looking, skating. Temple called for it. The shot in front. Turned away. Loose puck.
Nice pass.
Finally out. Throwing it in front, Sylvia.
There's a goal.
There's a goal.
Beautiful goal right there. This is an absolute beautiful goal. Let's take a look at it here on the replay as we come to it. He's driving that net, sends that backhand there. Austin Silva, and right again, I had just mentioned Jake Steinkamp, and he gets the goal, Frank.
That's his second goal of the game. Makes it 7-3.
Yeah, nice play by David Sylvia to drive the net and get the shot on net and create a rebound.
And we have an icing call.
Way to bounce back on that goal.
Yeah.
Put that deficit. That was important. A lot of hockey left.
Put another skip in their step after they were down by 5 goals. Now 4. Face off in the Team Eccleston zone. Controlled, thrown in front.
Nice try.
Nobody there to bounce it home. Out on top.
Yeah, they're getting the forechecking going, Frank.
Down on the right side, trying to cut in and then steered to the boards, but still keeping control of that puck. Now dumped in front. Glove save after Dylan Skirka.
Nice rush up the boards, around the net. Just couldn't find anyone to get it on net. You never know what can happen. It's a good play right there. It's a good hockey play.
Face-off controlled by Team Belisle. Lead pass a little too far. Back the other way. Out to the blue line, but slips across, and here comes Team Belisle. Centering pass. Knocked away by the goaltender, Evangelista.
Nice outlet.
Breaking in. Knocked away into the corner. Still controlled by Team Eccleston. And away with it comes Ronan Gately. Into the corner. Gately goes to the net. The puck stopped and taken control by Team Eccleston. And back they come. Hunter Jones to the center.
Nice play right there. Beauty.
Quickly back. Team Belisle, but pass out of the reach.
Yeah, nice play by Tillinghast. Had the presence of mind to intercept and make a good outlet. Again, no icing in that one. Frankie beat him to the puck.
From the point, the shot. Stop. And flipped out to center ice. Here comes Team Belisle.
Oh, nice try by Tyler Garofalo. He's had a good game. He always has his head up. Good drive.
Shot through, and the stop. Nice little wrist shot there by Troy Gerby.
Get it on net. Good save by Evangelista. No rebound. Gets it right back in Gerby. Good job. Release it quick, and good save.
All right, we're going to take a break. Second period here, 7-3. Team Eccleston. We're back after this. Welcome back to PC Schneider Arena for the boys game in the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame All-Star Showcase. Got a good one going here between Team Belisle and Team Eccleston. Team Eccleston leading this by a score of 7-3, but plenty of time to play. Just under 14 and a half minutes to go. Team Belisle trying to get back into this one. Taking it into Team Eccleston's zone. Down deep. Puck around the boards. And looks like we may have a little bit of a breakaway here. Aiden Forcier spins around and loses control of the puck.
There. Good defense right there. He did the best he could. It was just a nice play. Just a nice play by Gerby. Stayed with it. It was a great move, but didn't quit.
Pass out in front. Almost got a shot away, but broken up. Nice little behind the back pass, and the shot in front almost tipped in there by Hunter Jones. Out top, the save, and covered up there by the goaltender. Some good play in the Team Belisle zone.
Yeah, nice shot by Tyler Gazzaro. Gets it right on net, and even a better save. You know, he's sticking with it. You know, he's battling. Here's the shot. Got a lot of traffic. Gazzaro sends it on net, and just an absolute beautiful save by Christian Mathis. He's doing a good job in there.
Mathis, the one and only goaltender on the roster for Team Belisle. Shot. Oh, nice blocker save. Pace. The puck chased by Jack Fontaine. Now back we come. Intercepted by number 20, Nolan Lambert. Sends that one ahead, but the puck is now controlled by Team Eccleston.
Michael Gazzaro's had a good shift out there on defense. He's made some nice plays, got a shot on net. He's standing up at the blue line.
Bouncing around in front, skated away by the Team Eccleston defense. Line change here, some confusion in front of the Belisle bench. Cross ice pass. Shot wide. Oh, breaking in all alone. The shot.
Good save.
The save. Nice opportunity for Shane Temple, but he can't capitalize on it.
Right up the middle, too. You know,
Christian Mathis was equal to it.
He was. Look at that play right there. Head up, just even a better save. Good job. Stay with it, son. You're playing well.
Another save with a blocker. Knocks it away. Back out to the point. Quick shot through. Deflected away from the goaltender. And here comes Team Belisle. Into the zone. 3-on-2. Straight across.
No luck.
Oh, Jack Steinkamp couldn't
go for the trick. He was going for the trick,
yeah.
Frank. He was going to the net, though.
Ben West dumps it off for Temple. Cross ice pass. Back to the middle. There's a shot. Blocked in front.
Good puck, boy. Good puck movement.
Breaking in now, Team Belisle.
I was looking at my my stats over here. This Garrett Kerwin on defense right now has the puck. Could be going to the Naval Academy. How about that, Frank?
Nice.
Good stuff. So obviously, you know, he's a leader. That's a nice play right there. Beautiful by Temple.
Save.
Good play. Get it on net. Get a change. Nice job by Temple.
10:23 to go. Shifting up the lines here, giving everybody an opportunity to shine. And
that's right,
we've had
Frank.
a couple of kids who've really come through. Aiden Forcier scored the hat trick already here. Henry Kelsey has had a couple of goals. A couple of goals on the Team Belisle team by Jake Steinkamp. Centering pass, the shot from the points by Jake Borski is tipped aside. Here comes Team Belisle. Looking, shooting, scoring! Nice. Rich shot there. Ronan Gately from North Kingstown puts a goal on the board to cut the Team Eccleston lead to 7-4.
Yes, he's had a good game, Frank. He's been a presence the whole game, and with his head up again, beating an outstanding goaltender. Look at that shot, Frank. Far side. That's the way to skate. He's on his off swing, and he just rips it right off the post and in. What a beautiful goal. Hey, it's not over, Frank. You get 10 minutes of hockey to play, and they're fighting back.
I like it. I like it.
And you can thank their goaltender, too.
Oh, here's a forwarding pass that almost sent Evan Rogers in alone.
Yeah, Christian Masters has stayed in there. He's getting a lot of rubber today. It's sticking with it, giving his team a chance.
Well, last year we had a very one-sided game. This one's shaping up to be a good one. Here it is, the shot. Off the post. The rebound. Another goal.
Beautiful. Just an absolute rip. Again, Gantley coming down the wing and taking this shot. What a beauty. What a off the post. And right there.
Cameron Morissette.
Cam Morissette. Right on the spot. Didn't waste any time and got his team back in it. Gantley, 2 good shifts in a row. Scores one, gets one off the post, and his buddy gets a rebound.
Another shot off the side of the net.
You got life. The Belisle team is coming.
What was a 5-goal deficit? Now down to 2.
That's a nice play right there. Beauty.
Into the zone. Jack Saylor giving chase. Now joined by Ronan Gately. And the shot, nice stop by the goaltender on that play, Angelo Evangelista.
Yeah, Jake Saley with a good shift right there to come back after getting 2 goals in a row. He keeps the momentum going. Comes out of the corner, tries to go upstairs, but a good save by Evangelista.
Back to the points, shot doesn't get through. And here comes Team Eccleston.
Good block there by Kosiarek.
Down the boards. Dorsek can't control it. Team Belisle, nice breakout here. Pass in front, can't get through. Skating it off is Jack Fontaine. Back comes the Eccleston team at center ice. Team Belisle will regroup.
Good forecheck right there.
Dangerous pass, got knocked back deep into Belisle's zone.
Here's a chance.
Goalie comes out, knocks it away. That was a dangerous play that paid off for Team Eccleston. Evangelista comes way out of his net.
Yeah, Tyler Califano, he would have had a clear break in. So good play, fortunate bounce.
Shot that's wide.
Keeping the pressure on Team Belisle. Again, good forechecking. Relentless. Good job by Aiden Kraft on the forecheck.
Down the left side, and the shot up, and that went off the screen.
Well, it's their senior years, Frank, and you know they're coming down to the home stretch here. They're going to finish their hockey seasons, and then they start thinking about, you know, I'm sure a lot of them are doing that now. We're taking a look at the sheet. A lot of them want to go to college, trade schools.
Yeah.
So.
And this is a great audition tape. You know,
it really is.
You're playing well. You let the recruiter know.
Yes.
Hey, listen, watch this on the WJAR NBC 10 YouTube page. I had a pretty good game.
You better believe it. Keep it forever. And those are memories.
All right, here comes Team Belisle. Back into the zone. Drop pass.
Oh,
nice pick around in front.
Nice
What a great save and what a nice move by Jack Kiernan.
Yeah, Jack, one of the better players in the state from East Greenwich. You know, you're going to see a nice play here. Nice little drop pass by Connie. Gives it to his teammate, Cannon. You can tell they played together. That was some hockey play.
Shot wide. Belisle nets. Still in front now. Out on the attack. Comes the Belisle, but they lose control. Puck bounces into the Belisle zone.
Nice pass by Andrew Mullaney.
Here comes Nate Gravel. Gravel can't get the shot through. Tries again. Again, it hits the defenseman.
Yeah, nice again. Nice play by Garrett Kern.
And this will be icing.
Because that could have been a dangerous play right there. But he stepped into the shot and made a nice block. So Belisle's team has been putting the pressure on here in the last 5-6 minutes with 2 goals and territorially starting to dominate play. They got some hop in their step. They're not quitting. And they got 6 minutes over here, 6:21. Plenty of time.
In front now.
Oh, no luck.
Shot. Traffic in front.
Oh, nice try by Devin Mora. Got a shot blocked, but took it behind the net. Tried to make another play.
Shot. Stick to side. Now here comes Team Belisle.
Oh, nice little play right there. Beautiful play. Again by Jake.
Nice pass. Great save by Evangelista. A lot of good teamwork here today.
Really, you can hear their voices, Frank. They're talking to one another. You know, you got great skill out there, but unless you communicate, it's not going to happen.
All right, back comes Team Belisle, looking behind the net. Out to the point and almost muscled.
Nice
into the zone, centering pass. Oh, that was a great play, but overskated.
Really Michael Gazzaro saved the goal right there, because that was a nice passing play.
That's an icing call.
Call that one. Yeah, nice play by Michael Gazzaro. So.
All right, 7-5 with 4:50 to play. More of the All-Star Hockey Showcase after this. All right, welcome back to Schneider Arena. 7-5, Team Eccleston leading. And the face-off down in the Team Eccleston zone. Team Belisle has scored some unanswered goals here to get back in this game.
Ganley's done a nice job this game before checking. Beautiful outlet pass.
Puck out on the blue line, taken in.
Nice play by Horseman. Oh, good stick check right there by Gantley. Here comes Forcier.
Forcier trying to pull it around the defenseman. Still has control of it. Gets around 2 guys. Now dumps it off. Cross ice pass. Shot on net. Doesn't get through. And out. Is it? Oh, offside. Yes, it was Jack Saylor who was looking for the lead pass.
Yeah.
He was ahead. He couldn't put the brakes on.
Good try, though. Way to get. Hey, you jump out in the neutral ice. Maybe a little yell right there, because again, they don't play with each other often enough. So, but nice try. And he tried to ride that line.
Inside of 4 minutes to play. The team in whites, Team Belisle, down 2 goals. And back comes Aiden Forcier. Forcier skates to the middle, looking around. Nobody stops him. Throws it across the crease, and back comes Team Belisle. Into the zone, skating hard after it. Aiden Kraft. Kraft trying to win that foot race. Centering pass.
Again, Gazzaro did a good job, Frank, right there, keeping him to the outside.
Comes Team Belisle. Little pass in front, doesn't get
try
through,
right
and
beautiful try.
Still blocked by the defenseman at the blue line, but now intercepted. And back comes Team Eccleston. Puck bounces into the bench, and we've got a whistle. 3:04 to go.
Yeah, no quit here. The intensity's picked up a little. I think the defensive play has picked up a little. I mean, there's opportunities out there, but it seems right at the last moment we've seen some good defensive play to eliminate those huge scoring chances. I think we're going to get a timeout, Frank, and a good one at this point. Down 2 goals.
All right, Coach. Here's we're going to have you put your coach hat on. And what are you going to say? What are you going to say to these Team Belisle kids?
Well, one thing you got to get ready to pull the goaltender, so that has to be communicated. Face-offs are big. I think at this point you got to make sure that, you know, especially at the forwards that are lining up, that if we do lose the draw, somebody from the wing position comes in and gets to the point. He may choose to pull him now. That could be an option. 3 minutes, 3 minutes left. The face-off's in the neutral ice, so I think they're gonna wait until they win the face-off. But once they do, I think you'll see them pulled. So, and as far as Team Eccleston, it's all about blocking shots, keeping them to the outside, and getting it off the boards, off the glass, and get it out of the zone. And there's no time to make dangerous passes or make any offensive plays. Just play good defense. Nice face-off. Works well. Okay, let's see. Here he comes.
All right, so the Team Belisle goaltender comes out. Play controlled in the other end by Team Belisle.
Garofalo, dangerous.
Back in deep, throws it in front, bounces high over everything.
You need your defense to step on. Good job by Mora right there.
Mora back out to the points, crossing pass, dangerous.
Nice play to jump out to that point by Evan Rogers. That was huge to eliminate that shot.
Now here is Team Eccleston with the puck.
You got to put pressure.
And
great block
in front. That's
Tillinghast.
Right, Tillinghast.
That was a saver. We got an out.
.210 to go.
Still time.
Empty nets. Long pass.
Nice pass. Good pass. Send it. Good job.
Around the boards it goes.
Look out for Ganley. He's had a great game.
On the right side. Back out to the point. Mora skates to the middle. Looks. Throws it on net. Just wide. Still
this
controlled.
Is where you got to get traffic, Frank. They have to get traffic.
All right. Puck deflected. And nice glove save.
Evangeliste, they did a great job of, finding the clearance, getting low. That screen was in front, but he saw it all the way because he battled. That's a sign of a great goaltender. Face-offs again. They still got time. 1:41. They're all critical.
Again, an empty nets. Down in the Belisle end as Team Belisle trails by 2 goals. They led it 2-0.
Again, they won it.
They've had a big second period here.
Here it is.
In front. Bouncing puck goes right to the backboards. Battling along the wall. Nate Gravel. Gravel has it. Puck out to the top of the circle. Skating with it. Nick Kiernan throws it on net.
A little bit off the post right there, Frank, on the outside of the post, but good job by Evangelista.
Back out top again, throwing it in front. A lot of traffic. Still in the zone. Row comes out, so they'll have to reset here. Team Belisle with coming up on a minute to play. The boys still battling. Down 2 goals.
Nick Gravel.
And offside.
Just good defense, Frank. I mean, possession puck-wise, it's all Team Belial, but limiting the shots on net, that's just good team defense, keeping everything to the outside. And, you know, kids who haven't played together, you can tell they're well coached by their coaches from their individual teams because the forwards are playing good defense and charging the points. And the two defensemen back there clearing the front of the net.
All right, dangerously back in the Belial zone with an empty net. Long pass intercepted, and the pass back in to the Belial zone. No icing as it was on the Belial half of the ice. And here we go. Big rush down the side.
Nolan Lambert, send it. Good try. Good defense again. Right there. Cody Wood. Again, they're trying desperately, but it's just good team defense.
20 seconds to go. Still working hard, Team Belial, down 2.
Oh, great play.
Those shots, doesn't get through. 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, Jack Kiernan right there, dead on, Evangelista.
Well, great effort by both teams here this afternoon in the second annual All-Star Showcase game put on by the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame. So, Dave, just some thoughts on today's game and what we saw on the ice today.
I saw a great performance by all the players on the ice today. You saw effort. You know, you saw a lot of teamwork right to the very end. You saw no quit from either side. Big lead by Eccleston today by these boys. This was an entertaining hockey game. I really enjoyed doing this. I was pleasantly surprised by the teamwork that went out there, Frank, today, because this is very difficult when you're playing with a lot of kids you don't normally play with. But they're well coached. You know, the coaches in Rhode Island do a great job. They play Rhode Island is always had good coaching, and it continues to have good coaching. So, congratulations to the players. You know, Frank, I know you feel the same way I do. We want to wish them the best of luck, these seniors, with the rest of their season, because obviously they've all got a job to do now as they come down the home stretch. And with the attitude that these boys put out on the ice today, with that never quit attitude, you know, you play like it's last shift, and that's what I saw here today.
Well, you saw the traditional handshake, a lot of good sportsmanship that's going on here. A lot of these boys know each other, not only those that they played with on the same team, but also on the opposite team. And what a great afternoon of hockey here as put on by the Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame, their second annual Hockey All-Star Showcase. And what a great performance today by the girls and the boys, and we're glad that you were along to watch it with us. So for my partner here, Dave Belial, thank you very much for joining us here today. Kevin Moore handling things down on the ice, entire crew. I'm Frank Carpano. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody.
Go Rhode Island. Good job, Frank. We saw some good goals today. Really